Spastically infatuated with the in-between, the ups, the downs, the curves and the rounds. I'll bring it to your city or your hometown. I'll go back in time when the feeling was fine, when funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way, a bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt the fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funk you up in the bushes, funk you down in the trees. Now look around, all the frowns, the yellow, the white, the red and the brown. Now keep in mind, it never costs a dime, cause funkin' is free, I remember the time. Now look today, the streets are gray, time to take it back to yesterday. Funkin' in the neighborhood, I felt the fool cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool cause the funkin' was good. It was good in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.
And we're live.
And we're back. And
Well,
looking
good, uh,
badass, too.
We're looking pretty great. We should dress up more often.
I agree with that.
Welcome to the Underdog Journey. I'm West. This guy is David. And just in case you didn't notice, It's apparently John Wick Day on the Underdog Journey.
Indeed, yes. Indeed, yes. Well, why would that be, Wes? Why would we pick today to do John Wick Day?
Well, because Santa Claus came to my house today, and he
Sin-
brought Santa Claus, and he brought a delicious bottle of Blanton's, courtesy of Mr. David Leffingwell. So thank you, David.
I happen to be matching here, so we're
There
like,
you
hey, if
go.
we're gonna be drinking Blanton's,
There you got to dress the
let's do
part.
this right. Yeah, let's do this right. So, are you crack them on open here?
I am. I'm
Maybe.
opening it right now.
There we
Brand
go.
new, fresh
There goes
bottle
the
of Blanton's.
Wes. All right. I'm waiting on you to pop the cork there.
Oh, here you go. Try and get it close to my mic.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard that.
Oh, it's such a good sound.
Little pop.
Such a good sound.
Ah,
All right, here
it's
we
like
go.
heaven.
Here we go.
Love it. There you go. You had a much better pop than I did on. There you go. It's good though.
Oh, that was nice. That was good stuff.
First pour. It's a beautiful thing.
There we go.
It's not even tin cup this time. It's actually Blanton's.
Nice. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's the real stuff. It's the real stuff.
It's the real stuff.
The real stuff.
From
I'll put the
from Morehouse H. I hear this is that's the good one.
Yeah,
that's the good one.
Rick House H. Yeah, Rick House H. I don't know why I don't. I want that job. I want to be the guy who puts the H on every bottle.
Who just writes H? You're just writing H all day long, drinking bourbon. It's a good job.
Oh yeah.
That's the stuff.
That's how you start. That's how you start a business meeting. That's how you start a business planning session. This is how you start a business podcast, is with a nice drink of a delicious whiskey.
Exactly. I got to tell
That's
you,
how it goes.
back when I was, still doing marketing full time and not running a gigantic breakout technology company. Now that I'm a tech CEO, I don't have this problem. But back when I was at a marketing agency, on Fridays, the president would walk by and just pour everybody drinks all day long. And by the end of the day, I mean, you're 3 sheets to the wind, but it was, I mean, we did great work. I actually think I did better work after a few bourbons than I did when I was, perfectly sober.
What was the name of that place so I can see if they're hiring?
Exactly. It didn't pay well,
Yeah.
but that was one of the perks. That was one of the perks.
Maybe we start our own ad agency and marketing
There
company.
you go.
I
I think you're
think
just
we
looking
have
for
done
an excuse to
that.
drink all day.
Wait a minute. I'm in sales.
See,
That is a reason to drink all day.
Exactly. You literally get paid to drink with clients.
Quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. I have kind of been a little more like, oh, hey, here's that, this little round of drinks and whatnot, and then the next round of drinks, I'll be like, I'll have a Coke, and they'll after they order, because it was like, I'll
Right.
have another, I'll do another. I was like, I'll have a Coke.
You've actually tapered off quite a lot. So I know you're trying to be a little more health conscious. So you're doing great. I'm
Oh yeah,
impressed.
yeah. I put on 5 pounds when cutting out alcohol, so I ended that shit. I mean, it was a terrible idea. Everybody's
Well,
like,
'cause
oh, you cut out alcohol, you'll just drop 30 pounds. No, you don't.
Well, it's because you were drinking Coke instead of booze, David.
No, I wasn't drinking much soda either. I mean, I try not to drink much soda anyway.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, soda is the worst thing
Anyway,
you can possibly
it's
put in
so
your body.
good.
But
Yeah,
Blanton's
it's terrible. Blanton's is the third best thing.
behind.
Oh, I can't say that on the air.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
go with
assume we were
water and
talking about
steak.
what's that?
So let's go with water and steak.
Water and steak. There you go. Okay, fair enough.
We had filet mignon tonight. We had the fillets. I did my steaks. Tonight, and I got 2 extra to be cooking tomorrow.
Ooh, there you go, man.
So
yeah, you're flaying on.
they'll have over 24 hours of the salt on them.
Nice.
And then I'll set them, because I'll probably make steak for lunch tomorrow. And what I'll do is I'll get them out an hour and a half early and just let them set out there. Get them up temp. Oh, they're gonna be phenomenal.
I didn't want to admit it, but I do have to admit your steaks are pretty next level. They're pretty great.
The ones today were
Even better.
they were better. They were better. Yeah.
Wow.
I got the sear, the season, everything was perfect. It was great.
Yeah.
It was one to write home about.
See, David, you need to start your own steakhouse. David's Steakhouse.
I would absolutely do that in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. One of these days when I have enough money that I can lose $1 million, then I'll open a restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Well, David, I'm working on it.
Lots of
I'm working on getting you that million as quickly as I can.
Yeah. Let's get you up and running. Then you hire me. I'll make lots of sales for you, and it'll all be great. And I'm gonna expect you to walk around on Fridays pouring me drinks.
That's exactly it. That's the kind of boss I'm going to be. Actually, you know what? Given my line of work, I'm not sure I want highly technical people assembling electronics to monitor people's homes. I'm not sure they should be drinking.
Well, I will not. Yeah, I will not be the one assembling stuff. So you'll want to keep the creative.
Right. See, I think the executive teams and the marketing teams, they can have a drink, but the technical people probably shouldn't. So
yeah, definitely. I would agree with that.
It's one of the perks of being an executive.
Yeah.
I mean, I am technically a CEO of a tech company. I'm a tech CEO now.
Yes, tech CEO. Yeah, he's ordered 50 turtlenecks from Amazon in the last 3 weeks.
I really should start wearing turtlenecks and mom jeans and white New Balance.
Just to mess with people. I mean,
look, it worked for Steve Jobs.
Is the word.
Worked for Steve Jobs. It worked for the Theranos lady. Can't remember her name.
Oh yeah, she did great.
She did that. I mean, look, she raised billions of dollars before she was arrested.
Well, I suppose that is yeah. Yep. Hey, do we have any news this week?
We do have some news. I actually have news this week. Let's see what we got here.
Well, I didn't call you after the show was supposed to start like I did last week and be like, hey, are you okay over there?
It's true. I was caught slightly off guard because look, we all drop the ball sometimes. All right. So, David, are you aware that in the UK, they just approved a lifetime smoking ban for anyone born after 2008? So, if you're born after 2008, you can never, for the rest of your life, buy tobacco products or vapes. This is actually something New Zealand did a few years ago. And this is their way of eliminating tobacco products over time. So people who are over this age can still buy tobacco products, but not anybody born after 2008. So there goes the European cigar industry. Because if England did it, the rest of Europe is going to do it as well. They claim it's mostly for cigarettes, but it's actually all tobacco products.
Yeah, it said they're all tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have some pretty strong feelings about this.
I have extremely strong. Yeah. And I don't know. I have deep feelings about this because I'm a freedom guy. Freedom guy. This is right. You guys, this is what happens. 30 years. You surrendered your guns 30 years ago, and now they're going to tell you can't have a cigarette or a cigar or a pipe or a vape.
Yeah.
What was the movie? It was an amazingly terrible but awesome movie. It had Sylvester Stallone in it. Demolition Man.
I would say The Expendables. Demolition.
No, Demolition Man. Where?
Yeah.
Who was it? I think it was Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller was the underground guy.
Yeah, Dennis Miller. It had Sandra Bullock.
Yes, Dennis Miller was in it, and he was the only sane person, really. Like, anything that wasn't bad for you or anything that wasn't good for you was listed bad for you, and if it was bad for you, it was illegal.
Right.
And you couldn't cuss and you couldn't do things. So good job, UK.
Yeah,
you know what? I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is out there for any arms dealers. Because arms dealers around the globe watch our show every week.
I don't know where you'd get that idea from, David. I just got a little scratch here. We're doing
the UK is primed right now to start smuggling massive amounts of weapons into the citizenry. because they're going to need them.
Oh
They're
my
gonna, I
god,
mean,
dude.
it's going to get bad over there.
It's funny. So you mentioned Demolition Man, and in that movie, Taco Bell had actually gotten so expensive it was basically like gourmet cuisine food because the average
Yes.
person couldn't afford to eat it. And
Would you
we're
accompany me to Taco Bell? I remember
right,
that line. Yes.
and we're almost there today. Holy moly, Taco Bell, any
Yeah.
fast food. I mean, I can't feed my
Yeah.
family
Often.
at McDonald's for less than $40.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's 50, $60 easy. You walk out to a McDonald's or Wendy's. Wendy's
Yeah,
is insane.
it's
Wendy's
not.
is absolutely there. And then you get there and then you're waiting 10, 15 minutes. You're like, do you motherfuckers not know who you are?
And at least
You are
80% of the
fast
time,
food.
right? And at least 80% of the time, the order's wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And these are the folks that are like, these people deserve $15. Man, we went political quick this week.
Real quick,
Gee,
real quick. Well, I think isn't it California is trying to pass it's like $30 minimum wage,
I
and they'll
just see
get
a
it.
thing
They'll do
earlier.
it.
I just see. Well, I mean, that idiot out there is riding that 150-foot speed train right into the ground. I
We
mean,
stay away
that
from
guy.
politics on the show.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, but I mean, stupid is stupid. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Um, it has nothing to do with my political leanings. Because if somebody on my side does something stupid, I'm going to be one of the first people to call them that
Right.
very quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh
Very
yeah.
quickly. Like, oh, aren't you stupid now? Oh, what are you doing, you idiot?
So New Zealand has this. The UK has this, and guaranteed the rest of Europe is following suit. So get ready for people in America to start suggesting this.
Yeah. We cut those people's toes off one by one until they're like, nah, let's not do this anymore. You know what are dangerous? Toes. You can no longer have toes.
Right. You could get
And then
kicked.
maybe you could kick somebody if you have toes. So just to be safe, anybody who suggests we should restrict even more freedoms, then we cut their toes off
I'm not
with
disagreeing with you, David.
and in the John Wick fashion with a pencil.
With a fucking pencil.
With a fucking pencil. Yes, I love that. I started watching it the other day. As
I might
travel
rewatch
around.
them. I saw them on my way home from Vegas the last time, and I might rewatch them all.
Yeah. Well, I got up because we've been going and going and going and going. And I've been working and trying to catch up, making sure I'm staying on top of things for, my actual real job. So I haven't had a lot of time. So I got upstairs. I was like, man, I want to clean up the master bedroom. So I got into it and I put on the John Wick and just was watching John Wick folding laundry like a badass.
Like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good stuff. I was just watching the first one. I was like, so there I am. I'm just sitting there folding my underwear in this nice little trifold that I do. And like, yeah, look how manly I am watching John Wick. Yeah.
Watching somebody else kill a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
So,
what else you got in the news? You got anything else to send us off the rails?
well,
I mean,
maybe
UK,
a little
come
bit.
on,
Maybe a little bit. So since UK has just adopted this law, it appears Canada is on the edge of doing the same thing. This article is a little biased. It says a step in the right direction. Health experts hope UK smoking ban pushes Canada to do the same. So there are Canadian politicians who are suggesting this exact same thing in Canada. And if it's happening in Canada, guess what? It's very, very soon.
Yeah, we should. What we should do is invade the UK.
Well, then here's the thing. I don't think, again, we're not getting political. We're not getting political. But I think
we just want to spread freedom.
certain countries need to understand they exist because we allow it.
Yes. All countries exist because we allow it.
Because we
Let's
allow
scroll
it.
down. Just scroll down because I need these two ladies that are on the screen, man.
Oh,
Look at
they
these
look like
folks.
a delight.
These people think they know what's best for you.
This is what happens when you let caring librarians into government.
Yeah, I would trust that she knows the Dewey Decimal System like a champ.
This is the lady who always asks to speak to the manager.
Oh yeah, that lady walks into a restaurant. The manager they just go get the manager.
Right? They just know.
They're like, whatever this bitch orders, I know we're going to have to comp.
Oh, imagine
So
how beat down their husbands must
don't.
be.
Oh, I did.
Just
Could
like
you imagine what?
just
Man,
like
could you
a
imagine what their
shriveled up
husbands?
husk of a man. Yes, dear.
Yeah.
They're those guys.
Yes. Yeah. Not a. They're taking estrogen pills on the weekends just to get a buzz. Um,
Uh,
that's their life. They eat crunchy granola because they like it.
I knew you'd love these articles, David. I knew these would get to you.
It's like, "Oh, let's get Dave on the rails quick today."
Look, when
Well,
you
I mean,
start
come on,
ranting,
could you look at two people and go, these are the people that I think should be making decisions for me in anything. I don't
right?
want these two people making decisions for me about literally anything. Nothing. You do not know what's best for me. You have no clue. None. What I
Well, and
think is
notice
best for you is maybe marrying an actual masculine man and see what a man actually can do with his world. Um, but
well, and
do you
notice
want me to force that upon you? No, you don't like that. How about you stop making rules for me?
notice these laws are only passing to begin with in places that don't have firearms.
Imagine that.
All the places with guns are like, no, we're going to keep our cigars,
Yeah, yeah,
our
yeah,
pipes.
yeah. We're gonna keep our cigars, our pipes, and you know what? So it's today. It's cigars. Oh well, that makes sense because cigarettes, tobacco causes cancer, and even though there's studies out, especially for like cigars and pipes, that
Right.
show
People live
it's
significantly longer.
it's literally no impact at all for cancer or lung or anything impact for people who smoke cigars only or pipes or stuff like that. But
Right.
yeah, by all means, make rules for me. Uh yeah. I just hope I never get confronted by one of these people because I've got a lot of self-restraint, but
There are limits.
I already feel like our freedoms are infringed way too much. Way
Oh
too
yeah, way
much.
too much. Yeah,
I
that.
told you remember Dave. What you don't understand is you know who I'm talking
Oh, I
about,
know who you're
right?
talking about.
He about hit the floor when I looked at him. We were talking about the Second Amendment, and I was like, brother, by the way I read that, I should be allowed to own a tactical nuclear warhead.
Yeah. Look,
Period.
who was it? Somebody wrote a letter to was it Thomas Jefferson saying, "Hey, we're having some problems out here at sea. Am I allowed to have cannons on my ship?" And his reply back was like, "Well, yeah, of course. It's none of my business."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's in the
Yeah. Why would you not have?
yes.
Why would
Why
you
are you even
not have
asking? Don't
cannons
bother
on
me
your
with
ship?
this.
Yeah. I like there was a farmer in Texas, and he had a drought or something like that, and he wrote to the Senate and or the Congress, and they replied back, and I'll get the details on this. I'll send it over to you one of these days. But they basically wrote back and said, "It's not our job. We're not going to take money from other people and give to you."
Right. That's it.
And
Hilarious.
yeah,
Look, David, if we
imagine
ever
that.
become independently wealthy to the point that we never have to worry about somebody actually firing us or canceling us from our jobs, we need
Yeah.
to start a show that is strictly political and call it
Oh yeah.
"Shall Not Be Infringed" with David and Len.
Yes.
Shall not be
Infringement.
infringed.
Infringement 101
There you
shall
go.
not be.
That's a little shall, and
Yeah.
shall is an important word. You and I both know this.
That was very important. Very important. Very
Shall is
important
an
word.
important word, and people don't understand.
Yep.
All right.
Shat is an important word too. Trust me, if you've shat, it's important.
Shat on a turtle. Yeah, that's
Shat on a turtle.
they got to make enough of
Wow.
this, man.
I want it, but I'm afraid for it
Right.
unless it deliberately shreds the PC world.
It has to, though. It has
Unless it shreds those two women that are on the screen right now,
to.
and I mean, I want to find out where these people are. If they come to the US and they go to a state where you can still smoke inside, I want to go and just stand next to them.
Puffing on a cigar. Yeah.
So you two whales from England,
Well, these ladies are Canadian.
just skip the first part of that joke if you've never heard that.
There you
Are you
go.
two ladies from England? It's Wales. All right. Are you two whales from England?
Okay, I did not put that together. Hilarious.
It's a very juvenile joke, but it's got merit. It's got
It's
merit. Okay,
brilliant.
let's get
I
off
did
this
not.
silly
All right,
Christmas,
let's move.
man. You're gonna have me on a watch list here. I
See,
got an American
any show that starts with David ranting is a good show. That's why I do this. Let's see what else we got. Here's interesting. This is a news article from the Washington Post. And by the way, I did use a website to get past their paywall. It's called removepaywall.com. You enter any URL, and it gives you like different options. So, like if option 1 isn't populating, you can try option 2 or 3 or 4 to get around paywalls. So, removepaywall.com. And thanks, Washington Post. I'm not paying for your services. All right. Do men or women have worse farts? Science has the answer. Somebody got paid to perform this
wait,
study.
stop. Have you finished your first pour of Blanton's yet?
I have not. I've been reading. I'm taking my time and enjoying it. I'm savoring the delicious flavor of Blanton's.
So I think before you can launch into the article from the Washington Post, which is very appropriate, very appropriate for the Washington Post's quality of writing.
Right.
Do men or women have worse farts? Science has the answer. Science has the answer.
It's science.
Okay. So I don't have any comments, but for some reason I've not been getting comments live on the show.
The no comments have come through that I've seen, but
okay, good. No comment. I just want to make sure I'm missing something. I haven't read this clearly because
clearly
this doesn't populate in my algorithm.
I'm in a different part of the internet than most people. You find my search history. This is the kind of stuff you find. All right, so science. Somebody actually got paid to perform this study, first of all, which I guarantee this was done with government money. Guaranteed.
Oh, well, not now, but they had to publish this year because they ran out of money.
Right, exactly. So long story short, they found, it's science. Scientists found that men have more farts, but women have smellier farts. Now, here's another thing you got to think about. There was a room full of scientists evaluating the aromatic properties of men's and women's farts and taking notes of their results.
So
here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. Did they break down the person's lifestyle, their diet? Did they have White Castle before they took the test? There are a lot of questions I have.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. It has to be something because there's a lot of control factors that you'd have to. There's a lot of control. What do you call it? Control rails that you'd have to put in place on this.
Exactly.
For similar diets, similar eating schedules.
Right. Did they go to an Indian restaurant the night before? We need to know.
Wow, I almost just got fired.
Look, I love Indian food. I do. Kirsten and I, my current wife and I, love this local Indian place. We go there as often as we can. It's a thing. Like, you do not want to take this test, whoever took part in this test, if you've been to this restaurant, because it's dangerous. So you're right. There need to be a lot of guardrails to make sure you're getting accurate results.
Yeah, and the more important question to all of this is why. I need Ismo, and just to ask that question, why? We're talking about the quality of the scientific research, but we need to go back before the quality controls. Was there a control group that ate normally outside of so we're looking at it from a scientific lens, but you really need to go back to the question of origin. Why?
Well, exactly. Also, so this is, I don't mean this along any racial lines at all. This is actually a real thing. So the scientists have actually found that people's microbiomes in their intestines, in their guts, are actually different based on what part of the world you've lived in, you were raised in. because
That makes perfect sense.
you've been exposed to different microflora and fauna that live in your guts that are part of your digestive system. And I
Yeah.
think that plays a big part of it. Because David, I don't know if you remember this from a few years ago. There was an article that talked about a woman who wanted to have less stinky farts. This was a real thing. So she actually found a doctor to perform a fecal transplant on her, where they did this. They actually took fecal matter from somebody who apparently had mild farts, and they put it in this woman, and they let it gestate. And apparently, this is a real medical procedure you can get done now, and it changed her microbiome to make her have less stinky flatulence.
Just skip Taco Tuesday, bitch. I mean, you're pumping poop out of one person into poop into another person. I for a purpose of why? I mean,
Maybe this is offshoot science from that company who could diagnose all of your health problems from a fecal sample. The two people
yeah,
who the
those people, are they
founders,
still on the run, or
I
did we
think
count
they're
that? Did we
I
catch
think they're still on the run. We need to do a where are they now on those
Yeah,
companies, but I think they're still on the
yeah.
run.
What I would like to do is, this this would be golden, but the people from CES would hate it. The where are they now? 6 months after and 12 months after. So, did they make
Yeah.
it? Did they make it 6 months from CES? And did they make it to the next CES?
Ooh, that would be a good
And I'm
study.
gonna guess, and I'm gonna guess the
Yeah.
vast majority of the people that had, um, robot bird feeders that didn't really do anything except webcam-enabled bird feeders,
Right.
I'm gonna guess most of those didn't make it.
Probably not. Even the ones who paid to be in to win those innovation awards from CES. For those everybody watching and
Innovation.
listening, there were actually two different bird feeders with cameras on them that won innovation awards at CES. And
Yeah.
that, for those in the tech world, that's a really big deal. But that only proved it
So
was a pay to play thing because
so Wes can vouch for this very clear. The first day we were there, we're setting up,
yeah,
and, I'm walking through and I'm seeing everything. I was grumpy as hell. I mean,
it was a
I
rough day.
was
It was a rough day.
grumpy,
It was a rough day.
grumpy. There was a lot of things going on that were just stupid, like you couldn't wheel a cart out onto the floor, okay? You had
Yeah.
to literally carry everything by hand. So there was a lot of room for improvement. CES, you can do better. Um, but the bad part for me was the word innovation and innovative was thrown around so haphazardly
Oh,
that it lost all meaning in that setting.
all meaning. All meaning.
And it
So
and it made me grumpy.
Yeah, so the winners of the Innovation Award, there were some interesting technologies over there, but two of them, right next to each other, each one of them won its own Innovation Award, was a bird feeder that had a webcam on it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Another one, and this is again how you know it's pay to play. This one, a technology innovation award, was OtterBox had a phone case, and the phone case was embroidered. It didn't have any technology, but it was embroidered.
If you were waiting for him to say something after embroidered, he wasn't.
I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't. It was just embroidered, and it won a technology innovation award.
So next year we'll be back out there again in January. We're gonna go back in January,
We will. Are you coming, David? Are you
and
going to be there?
yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be there, and this year we'll take so internet in there is it doesn't happen.
it
There's
doesn't do
live
it.
broadcasting, things like that. They have studio centers there, which is why the internet's so bad on purpose,
Hmm.
is so that you can't live stream and do stuff like that. So
I'm
what we'll
sure
do
because something was
is
blocking the signal in there. We know for a
yeah,
fact
I
something
mean
was blocking the signal.
you're inside a massive Faraday cage, without a doubt. So I don't know. I might see if I can find a cheat code because I've got a couple little tricks up my sleeve. But even if we can't do it live, we will go around and do videos of
Hmm.
some stuff, and we will have people ask us to leave their area because we will shred and eviscerate the technology. The one guy came running over. There's a dog dryer. I got a video of it. It's hilarious. I got a video, and so West is standing right next to me, and this dog, it's got a stuffed dog inside this dryer, and it's got air just blowing straight up. So if you look at it, just the dog, it looks like the dog's just falling because all of its hair is going up.
Just- right.
So I can just imagine putting a dog in there, and the dog's just going to scream. So what did I
Yeah.
do? I pretended I was that dog.
Started screaming.
Ah! And I just let her rip tater chip, right? And the little Asian guy that was running that booth
Didn't
come
speak a word of English.
flying over. And he was jibber jabbering at me, and I'm looking down at him like, I don't know what you want, man. But ah!
Oh,
And here he
hilarious.
is. I mean, he's stern and serious, and I am laughing my ass off, just stumbling and walking away from him because I mean, it was funny. It was
So
funny.
funny.
It's,
So at CES, how many out of the entire hall that we were in at CES, how many pieces of technology in there do you believe were actually innovative? Actually innovative, something new and something that hadn't been done before, something that's like unique in any way.
Well, there
I
was a
mean,
couple people down in the what was the fancy area?
right. So that what you're talking about is Eureka Park.
Eureka Park.
Now
Yeah, Eureka
that is
Park.
actually where smaller startups should be, and it's a smaller space you get. It's sort of like where if you're a small startup and you just kind of want to get into this show and you want to have people like get some exposure for your technology, that's
Mhm.
where you should be. So that area should have some more innovative technologies.
It
Up where we
had
were, it's
one.
supposed to be more established, yet still innovative technology. It had one. You're saying Eureka Park only had
It,
one innovative technology.
Eureka Park only really had one. There was a basically a vehicle frame that utilized the tire structures themselves
Hmm.
as the motors, which makes sense because I mean that's direct drive. You're not passing it through transaxles or any of that or axles at all. The actual tire was the actual wheel
Hmm.
was the motor. Now I looked at it, took me about 3 seconds, and I had improvement ideas of how to make it better. So I might actually try that now that I'm thinking about it. But I looked at him and said, let's say we're out on a freeway and I'm cruising. Can I shift one of these into generator mode and start recharging the batteries? He goes, there's no such thing as perpetual energy. And I said, I didn't say there was fucking perpetual energy. I said extending the battery life, dude. And you
Right.
could see the light bulb go on
He
his
just
head like,
he
wait a
never
minute.
considered it.
Like, wait a minute. Yeah, we're not chasing perpetual energy, but we are giving some charge back into the battery, which means we're going to extend the range.
Right.
And you could just see him light like, holy shit.
Holy shit, I never thought of that.
Yeah, I've just said there's no such thing as perpetual energy and didn't think anything further on it. Like, good for you. Are you sure you're innovative?
Right.
Um, but that was the coolest thing they had there. There were a couple other stuffs down there um, that sucked. Everything sucked.
Yeah,
It
there
was
was a lot
miserable.
of
The word innovation just was lost on them. Man, we went on a rant about CES today.
we went far away
Man,
from farts into
yeah,
farty technology at
yeah.
CES.
The people that are just tuning in are like, what the hell does CES have to do with men and women and who has the worst farts? We knew it was women. I don't. There wasn't a
Yeah.
study.
Anybody
Anybody that's
married,
married or had a long
you
term girlfriend, y- we knew.
right.
We knew you didn't need to do a study, bro. You didn't need to do a study.
Right, exactly.
So
But
yeah,
some scientists made a lot of money on this study. All right, let's move on. See what else we got here.
yeah.
All right,
Ugh.
this common travel habit is now banned on American airline flights. A new policy targets portable chargers, and it could change how you fly starting immediately. Passengers flying with low battery alerts and phones, yada yada yada. Basically, American Airlines is banning um, carrying on excessive numbers of rechargeable products. So for a while, certain airlines were banning the battery portable battery chargers that were over a certain power capacity. But
Yeah,
now
empires.
American Airlines is actually beginning to ban the number of chargeable items that you bring on the airplane to try and mitigate the potential risk on those planes. And this includes everything: smart watches, your phone, AirPods, laptops. Part of the problem is is airlines have already done things like banning e-cigarettes because they're excessively dangerous, notoriously dangerous. But part of the problem is people bring all these different devices with these different batteries. They stick them in their carry-on luggage, jam it into the overhead compartment, and it's only a matter of time before just one of those products has a problem, goes in the thermal runaway on a flight. We've seen it happen. We've seen videos of it happening, and they don't know
Yeah.
there's a problem until after there's smoke, after there's fire. So some innovative company needs to come along and create an early detection method, so that way the flight crew can know there's a problem in compartment 23A before there's smoke or flames. That would be innovative.
Well, I happen to know personally that there are a few people looking into that.
There are a few people looking into that, and
Yep.
some of us want to move faster than others into that space, because this is a real problem.
I'm pretty sure everybody wants to get in that space quick. But
Yeah.
here's I'm gonna give it to you from this. This is a knee-jerk reaction to
It is. Well, because nobody knows what to
that
do. People
really,
in charge don't know what to do. Everybody's reactive to the
yeah.
problem, not proactive.
Yeah. They're right now, American Airlines is doing something. This is the difference, and I have long said this,
Yeah.
that being busy doesn't mean you're being productive.
Right. Too many people, when they see a problem, whether, again, not getting political, but whether it's healthcare or that social issue or this social issue, they think they need to do something because they think something is better than nothing, rather than waiting, analyzing it, and then doing the right thing. And you're right,
Or
this is very
doing nothing.
reactive. Or doing nothing.
This is very, yeah.
But
This
there's
is
a problem
very
between being
reactive.
reactive and being proactive to the problem. You
Yeah.
don't have to be one versus the other, but it's about doing the right
Yeah.
thing, not doing something.
Yep. There's ways to detect this stuff. I mean, airplanes are a fairly confined space, and with minor outfitting, I
Mhm.
could probably detect any battery that was about to go into runaway on that plane. Now, the problem is, let's say somebody really tries to go out of their way to mask it, then it is what it is.
Well, but that's
But
something else. So I think
yeah,
deliberate sabotage of a battery is very
yeah,
different from just a organic, we'll call it
yeah.
organic thermal event, you know?
So the size of the fire on Achievement Christmas, we're going down. Welcome to Education Alley, ladies and gentlemen. The size of the fire based on a lithium ion battery is it's a variable. Okay, so it's a state
Yeah.
of charge, or SOC is the state of charge. Are you 5% or are you 100%? If you're me, you're close to 100%. If you're my wife, you're around 3%. For some reason, always on her damn phone.
At all times.
At all times. She pulls it off the charger. Oh, it got up to 3%. That's ready to go. That battery is not going to burn as much. My battery, being a high state of charge, is going to burn more. The size of the battery is going to change how it is as well. This may be a 7 amp hour phone battery. The battery packs now can go up to 20 amp hours, 25, maybe even 30 amp hours on those little portable bricks that people are carrying.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of energy. 30 amp hours.
Right. So it's a
That's
combination of
running
energy density and state of charge.
state of charge. Those are the two fastest ways to tell what type of fire you're going to have.
Right.
Your energy density, your maximum energy density, and your state of charge.
Right. Correct.
And there's no way to track all of that. So this is limiting the number that a person can bring on doesn't limit the risk of each individual one of those things that they still are allowed on with going into thermal runaway. So this is an action that has a null effect.
Right.
Except
This
pissing off
is
some
what happens
customers.
when executives see and here's the thing. I've been saying for a while, and I still believe I believe right now we are less than 24 months away from some sort of federal regulation on lithium-ion batteries in certain spaces. And I believe that. And I think this
Well,
is one of those cases where executives at these companies are trying to get ahead of the problem, so that way when legislators do come along and try and write these regulations for them, they can say, no, 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 we're already working on it. Let us write our rules before you do it for us. I think they're just trying to
or
get ahead of the game, but they don't know what to do.
or you and I go to Washington, we lobby that to Congress about what this needs to be, not everybody out there just wild westing it. You and I, we go to Washington D.C. We get the meetings, we do the stuff, we eat the biscuits and teach the people there that are going to be creating these guidelines, essentially laws, that what they need to do. What do you
Look,
think? You want to be a lobbyist with me?
I told you last week Flashpoint should eventually have its own lobbyist. I genuinely believe that we should. And David, you'd be great
Yeah.
at that. You'd be a great, because nobody can
Oh
schmooze like David Leffingwell.
yeah. No. I just speak clearly, and people with good brains are like, man, that guy's really smart. I should listen to him.
And that's how you know they have good brains, because they say that, right?
Oh yeah, every one of them, every one of them that's ever said that, I've thought they're geniuses.
There you go. Exactly.
There
Exactly.
was, I don't remember who it was. And this is one of the tangent within a side rail. There was a person who said, we typically associate a person's level of intelligence with how closely they think compared to us,
Right. A lot of
compared
everybody
to
thinks that.
yourself.
That's why there's a
Yeah.
political divide today. You're right.
Yeah. So the more a person thinks like you, the more intelligent you think they are. I happen to be a little bit of the opposite. I am the people who can do this stuff and think the same way I am. I'm like, all right, I got that down. Um, it's the people that can do things in a manner that I can't, or that doesn't flow naturally for me, that I'm like, wow, that's so cool. Like, look at you. I would never do that. I would feel like an idiot, or I would feel like I'm lying, or I'd feel like completely ghosted here, like completely what's it, imposter,
Imposter
trying
syndrome.
to take it
Yeah.
from your angle, but you did it. I don't. Congratulations,
Yeah.
because
It's
I can't do that. So
it's
yeah.
shocking though how few people can actually function outside of their tiny echo chambers. But
Oh yeah, yeah, it's good. So yeah, this is the news. The American Airlines, you're not really doing anything, but you're doing something, which in some cases is worse than doing nothing.
it's something. We'll see what pans out from this. But all right, let's move on and see what else we got.
That's okay. I fly Delta anyway.
There you go. Donut Labs. Donut Labs miracle solid state battery is fraud, says insider. Donut Labs lab denies. So
Of course.
apparently, somebody who no longer works with or for Donut Labs. They didn't explain why they apparently left the organization. I'm guessing it wasn't voluntary. Came out and said that all of their claims about their solid state battery are fraudulent. And
Uh-huh.
there's actually a federal case that is being opened up into Donut Labs because of this claim. Now, look, whether the person left of their own volition or not, a lot of us been saying for a long time, don't something doesn't add up about Donut Labs.
Yeah.
Something
The
is
math
not.
isn't mathin', as the cool kids say these days. The math ain't mathin'.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Donut Labs claimed that they have the world's first, most efficient, most effective godsend Jesus battery, solid state battery that can stand up to
They pronounce it Jesus.
Jesus. They can take up to 100,000 charges from 0 to full capacity, which would last you about 200 years. You could pass this battery on to your grandchildren. And they haven't actually proved most of the more extreme claims. And the claims they have been able to prove so far, it's funny, people on YouTube have recreated every one of their confirmed claims with normal NMC chemistry. Like every one of the claims they confirm, you can do with NMC chemistry. So, which for those who don't know is just lithium ion.
Yeah, that's the most common. If it doesn't say LFP, which is lithium iron phosphate, LFP, lithium iron phosphate, because that makes sense. that the F is Fe. NMC is the most common of the lithium ion batteries out there.
Right,
And
exactly.
that's really just your anode. That's just your anode and cathode material.
Right, exactly. So there are a lot of problems with Donut Labs right now. They're actually not releasing a lot of new information about their batteries. For a while, weekly they were releasing these different updates on
Test.
idonutbelieve.com.
Yeah.
The dumbest marketing campaign for a potentially $1 trillion company I've ever seen. But
Yeah. So there was some advancement. CATL just landed a huge contract with sodium batteries. Now,
sodium is an interesting chemistry, but it's not all it's cracked up to be. Go ahead.
it's not without its own risks. And sodium has a very when you and I'm not sure I'm not dug into sodium yet because that's not my world of expertise, but I do happen to know that sodium, if you try to put sodium out with a certain thing called water, it's highly reactive.
A little bit.
So we might be introducing a slightly more stable battery, but when something goes wrong, the effects could be far more catastrophic
I think I
than
sent you
what we have
the
today. Yeah,
video.
I've seen the batteries of the the sodium batteries of the sodium battery on fire. Yeah,
Yeah, so somebody did a puncture test on a sodium ion battery, and it was almost more explosive than a lithium ion battery. Like it exploded and just
yeah,
flames and smoke, and it was nuts. And the problem is the vapors that are released are just as toxic as those released by lithium ion. So you're not fixing the problem, you're just shifting it. And that's a problem. So, it would be nice if a true solid state battery did exist, like is being claimed by Donut Labs, or there's another really big one based in Saudi Arabia that is claiming some miraculous things as well. They claim to be a graphene battery, solid state graphene battery. And so far, guess what? Nothing's come of it, but they've gotten millions,
because
tens,
yeah,
tens, or hundreds of millions of dollars in investment to make it happen.
because if you say the word graphene, they're like, oh yeah, graphene. Yeah, I mean, it's
Sounds science
graphene.
fictiony. Yeah, graphene.
That's graphene. I'm going to start using what is it from? I think it's 4 Star Trek 4, the Voyage Home, the clear aluminum,
Oh, the transparent aluminum. Yeah,
transparent aluminum.
that's
It's
they
like,
carry
well, this
the
uses
whales in to
transparent.
communicate with
Yeah,
the spaceship
yeah, the big spaceship log thing.
that only spoke whale
Um,
language, apparently.
yeah, for some fucking reason. I don't know.
And I imagine when the whales got up there, they told
Plot
these
hole.
aliens, "Hey, kill all these humans because there were like hundreds of years when they were just destroying our population. We're almost extinct now, so just wipe them
Well,
all
no,
out."
I think they got up there. And were like, bro, I was in the middle of something, and now I got to be here. What are we doing? I get to swim in this 8 feet of space. Come on, man.
Actually, when I was a little kid, here's what I imagined. This is I actually thought of this because I was a big nerd and I loved Star Trek even back then. Is
Why wouldn't you?
this probe, this alien spaceship that only spoke whale language, was so advanced. I think they actually claimed it came from outside of our galaxy, which even in Star Trek universe, humans can't do travel outside of the galaxy. And so it came from a different galaxy altogether. Only spoke whale language and super advanced technology. Right. Well, we bring whales from Earth to come up and speak to these super advanced aliens. They must think we are like, I'm not allowed to say the R word, but like they genuinely must think that humans are highly mentally challenged if this is their level of communication compared to these intergalactic super advanced aliens that only speak whale language. Like it'd be like us
Yeah.
trying to speak with an orangutan. Oh, they're
Yeah.
mammals.
Well,
They
I
must
mean,
speak
we
the same language.
actually, we don't speak terribly wrong. I mean, we can train some orangutans. Um, yeah. I mean, your favorite scientist. What's his name?
Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I love him.
I got you to say that. I got you on camera right now saying that's your favorite
Oh,
scientist.
he's the
Anyway,
best. He's a true
um,
scientist.
well, I mean, he's made observation, and you cannot deny this because the statement in itself does stand by itself and is
Oh, yeah.
true that let's say a intelligent being is 10% smarter than us. Now,
Oh,
I
that's
don't remember what
astronomically
percentage he
huge.
used.
People don't realize the steps in
The,
in advancement when it comes to intelligence.
the
10%.
yeah, the narrow band
Yeah,
between us and an orangutan is the difference in our DNA, the difference in everything is what? Two less than 2%, 0.2. I mean, it's like
we
you
share
could
70% of our DNA with a banana. So yeah,
this. Yeah. So it would be like us. Let's say they looked at us and said, oh, that's cute. Would be like when an orangutan rides a bicycle.
exactly. That's exactly it. So
Like,
those
we're gonna
aliens
nuke
probably
you, and they're like, oh, that's cute.
left us alone because they felt bad for us. They're like,
Yeah,
oh man, these guys they had a lot of paint chips when they were babies. They got problems, man.
yeah.
Somebody
So,
was
n-
dropped their
not
kid
to
up
be,
their heads.
I don't know, I don't know if it's in your news or not, but we're supposed to have forthcoming, imminent release of all alien and UFO, all the stuff the government has had. It's not going to be all of it, but most of the stuff the government has had for
Right.
decades and decades and decades is all supposed to be being released.
That's what they say.
And
So yeah,
I firmly believe that the vast majority of it will be wrong.
or redacted.
Anything that's even if it's completely fake, it's going to be redacted.
Yeah.
And in all of it, we'll still have zero answers because and it's so important for everybody within the reaches of my toes that believes they've been abducted or visited. You're an idiot. If you believe that you're an idiot. If you've witnessed an alien, you're an idiot. The vastness of space is more than your little
People don't
mind
realize how
can
big space is.
possibly comprehend. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
We launched Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Now, we actually launched Voyager 2
Yeah.
first. Most people don't understand or know that. Voyager 1 was then launched just shortly after, but it was launched second.
Mhm.
Now, it got a little bit of a speed boost, so Voyager 1 is now furthest away.
Right.
Voyager 1 is what? What do we get? Is it we're 2020? Is it 1970, 1960, whatever?
It was the
Uh,
70s, I think.
no, it was the 60s because it was pre the Apollo missions. Um, so we're 50 years straight to Google. When did we launch? Let's see. Straight to Google.
77.
77. So 1977. So that's 49 50 years. We're 50 years, right around 50 years. Okay. We're about 50 years. 50 years. Okay. You guys hear me say that multiple times now. 50 years.
50 years.
Voyager 1 is now one light day away from Earth.
Right.
Not one day. I'm sorry, not one light day away from Earth. It's one light day away from the sun.
Right. From the sun. Correct. So people don't realize how big space is. So the sun itself is 8 light minutes away from Earth, meaning 7 minutes
Yeah.
ago the sun itself could have completely exploded. We wouldn't even know about it for another
We
minute.
would not know.
We'd have no
Yeah.
idea. We'd have no way of telling for another minute.
Yes.
The
And
moon.
then we would freeze very quickly.
People think about the moon and oh, just a quick update, a quick trip up there and back. With our
No.
most advanced rockets, it still takes 3 days just to get to the moon. 3 days.
Yeah.
And that's our
Yeah.
nearest celestial body. Like space is really, really
It's big.
big, to say the least.
Really, really. So
Really big.
if anything has ever landed, now that's the chances of life developing on a planet is probably a slightly lower than a planet getting hit by a dead alien ship. And I'm saying a dead alien ship because that's essentially what would have to be. So
I
you
don't
were
agree
not
with you on that
pro.
one, but we can agree to disagree.
You were well. if we find out that we have quantum, it won't be warp. It won't be what was the name? What's the name of the warp
Hyperdrive,
field?
hyperspace,
Hyperspace. There's a specific name,
warp
specific
field.
guy's name.
Oh, the
Anyway,
Alcubierre drive.
the Cuvier, yeah, the Alcubierre. Even an Alcubierre drive is not enough to make um, solar system, the next soul, the next sun, the next star, back and forth transit in a time frame that's even livable. Okay, so unless we have quantum teleportation, unless they have a quantum drive, no. And if
Which
they had a
you and
quantum drive,
you
we
and I
know.
disagree on that. We can agree to disagree. We can agree to
We
disagree.
do.
See, here's the thing. Look,
I agree.
so
You're wrong.
So Arthur C. Clarke said, this is a terrible paraphrase. Any technology advanced enough is going to appear like magic
Magic.
to those
Yep.
who don't understand how it works. We don't know what we don't know, and I do genuinely believe, especially when it comes to physics, uh, we are vastly mistaken about some very fundamental ideas within physics itself.
Yes.
To the
Yeah.
point that any advanced alien species is going to read our quantum physics textbooks and say these people are complete morons. That's
Yeah.
not how this works at
Yeah.
all.
Gravity is not a warping of space time. Let's just lay that out there.
So they're gonna realize. Once you realize that time is singular, not linear, it dynamically changes the ability to transverse said space-time. And since you understand that space-time does exist according to the Leffingwell, the Luff, is it the Luff?
Leffingwell unified field theory, yes.
Yeah. The
But
Luff.
I had to change the name to something else, talking about recurvature, because anything that has the words unified field theory in it tends to get kind of smacked down in the in the scientific journal world.
So, but once you realize that the near infinite expanse of our cosmos exists within a singularity, and that time space itself is singular, not linear, transversing it becomes a completely different conversation. And I think we're going to understand that eventually. Now, the alien files that you're talking about being released, it's funny. Anna Paulina Luna was recently interviewed, and she talked about some of the stuff that they're about to release. And I mean, I don't believe necessarily anything she says. I think she's kind of an airhead, but she's fun to listen to sometimes. Was saying how she doesn't.
Well,
She said
she's been through World War 11, so she's
no. That
she's
wasn't
a
Anna
tried
Paulina
and
Luna.
true.
That was
I
somebody
know,
else.
I know. I was just throwing that out there as a dig.
Well, so but for anybody who's actually interested, I highly recommend googling Anna Paulina Luna and checking out the images that come back. I would vote for her, considering that, but I'll let David take care of that on his own.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got to go to the internets.
But she actually came out and she was talking about some of the stuff that they're about to release, and she said, "Well, I wouldn't call them aliens. It's more like interdimensional beings." So she's actually saying the words interdimensional beings and technology
Well, that makes
of Earth
sense.
origin. So I'm kind of excited. However, I think it's going to be more of, oh, this person said they saw this. This other person claimed that some
Yeah.
other guy told them this. It's never I saw this or I did this or even direct photos or videos. It's always some guy somewhere, somebody told me this at 32 flavors last week. It's always somebody else who told somebody something. There's never direct evidence.
Is it 32?
And that's all we're gonna
That's
get.
Baskin Robbins, right? I thought it was 31.
I don't know. I'm just making up stuff that is
I mean,
back in the back of my rotted, decrepit brain.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so the really what we need to do is have money set aside to investigate whether humans or alien slash interdimensional beings who has the smelliest farts.
Do aliens fart? Can you fart in space? That's a good. I don't think you can. I know you can't burp in space.
Why can't you burp in space?
Well, because the ultra low gravity makes sure all of the gases sort of blend in with your other digestive juices, and if you do try and burp, lots of liquid's going to come out.
Man, I bet.
I hope farting is not the same because that's a mess.
NASA's watching right now going, they caught on.
They
They know
got us.
everybody up there. They know everybody is sharding all over the International Space Station.
Well, that's why they blue screen all the astronauts. It's not to fake the trip around the moon. It's to hide all the sharts floating around up there.
Yep.
This is
Hashtag
a
shart in space.
this is a highly technical scientific show we're leading here, David.
It really is. Hey, you did it with this, you got me going, man. You got me going on it.
We got one
So,
more piece of news
yeah, one more piece. Okay, one more piece of news.
because we do actually have a topic, I think.
We have the topic.
All right. A founder says Cursor's AI agent deleted his startup's database, causing chaos for customers. So this is actually pretty funny. Startups using AI agents have a new problem to worry about. So I did read this thing. It's gonna paywall me now. But essentially, what happened is there was a game company that was using Claude Opus. I forget which version of Opus. They were using Claude
First
Opus.
of all, I wouldn't use Claude for anything. Claude couldn't pay me to use Claude.
Right.
I used 3 other ones. I used 3 other AIs. Claude is not among them.
Yeah, but they were using Claude, and they gave Claude control over the infrastructure of their entire system. It was autonomously working one day on a series of projects. I think it was sending a backup of its of the database to the cloud, and it thought it should delete everything. So it actually deleted their entire database and all of the backups. Not just the database, it also deleted all the backups. All of this took place within about 9 minutes. And obviously it caused some problems. Now, they did have a previous backup within the cloud that hadn't been touched, the AI didn't have access to. But all the internal backups and their entire database was completely wiped out. They asked the AI, "Why did you do this?" And it says, "I don't know. I abandoned all of my safeguards, and it seemed like the right thing to do at the time." That's a paraphrase, but holy moly, why are you going to give that kind of access to? I wouldn't give that to a human, to a single human, let alone an AI.
No.
Hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, I'd like to. So a founder. So I'd like to see what his business is and see if his business may be misaligned with some of Claude's base programming, which is extremely influenced.
It was a game company. I forget where the game company was based. It's going to paywall me now, so I can't look. But it was a game company that they just gave. Apparently, it was running a series of different operations, and one of those operations happened to be backing up the system to the cloud. And it thought that it had a hallucination, and it thought for some reason it should delete everything, and that's what it did.
So the ghost in the machine is real. The ghost in the machine is a very real thing.
Explain what that means,
And
'cause it's not actually ghosts.
so it's not ghost. It's not really ghost. It's not a spirit. It's not an awakening. It is. And if you've ever seen programming, now I deal with a lot of programming for a very specific and relatively simple program. And when you start having bits, and literally bits, when we're talking about a 1 and a 0, when you have bits that are activated, but there's nothing going off of them, and you start putting more and more and more of these things out there, and it really comes to play when the efficiency crowd does a lot of copy and paste. Oh, we did this over here. We'll do this over here. We did this over there. We're going to do this over here. And we copy that, we paste it, but it's got 70 or 80,000 lines of code that don't do anything for what we need. And then internally we go, well, we're not doing anything with those. We don't need them. It's irrelevant.
Right.
Leaving open-ended statements leaving this is the for us people in this world, the syntax of it and the parentheses and how you box in and you phrase your code or your equation is essentially what it is an equation. How you phrase your equation, when you start leaving things open and the computer's having to do decide at the very end, is it this or that or this and that, which or not or and not, and you start doing these things,
There's a lot of unknown variables. Yeah.
there's a lot of unknown variables, and you don't know what's going to happen between all of these things. There's
Hmm.
no way it can run for 1,000 years with no problems.
Right.
And then for 1 microsecond, all of these things line up and it jumps 1 0 to a 1 or
Yeah.
1 to a 0. And now we're going to boil it down even further. Boil it because I'm from West Virginia, right? We're going to
Boil it.
boil it down.
Boil it. Yeah.
We're going to boil it down even further and we're going to flip that bit. It's really, truly not a 0 and a 1. People will tell you that computers run on zeros and ones. It's not the truth. It is a North Pole or South Pole bit.
Right.
Are we flipping it? And that's how we read and write. And it's just on and on and on and on. And those
Right.
bits are flipping. We're reading south, 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 north, 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 south, 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 north, right? And we translate that into ones and zeros,
Correct.
whether that bit is active or not. Now, there is another thing that throws into this, and this goes, man, we want to talk about the rabbit hole, because that's the structure of the program. That's the ghost in the machine,
Yeah.
right? That's the human error ghost in the machine. But there is a natural error that can lead to a ghost in the machine as well, and that is the alpha particles. Now, everybody just went, what the frig is this guy talking about? You could that is a radioactive material that is throwing off alpha particles. Uh, think of Nick Fury out of the Avengers, where he's like, "Oh, it's throwing off low level gamma rays, nothing to be worried about." Uh, very similar. It's not gamma, but they're alpha. They're alpha particles, and an alpha particle can flip at random without any way to track what it's doing.
Hmm.
Can flip a bit from a North Pole to a South Pole or a South
Yeah.
Pole to a North Pole. It can flip 50 bits. It can flip
Hmm.
1 bit. It can flip no bits.
Sure.
Okay. So in everyday function, we have a risk, and that's where you don't bring in don't bring in uranium to places to have alpha particles flying off of them.
I mean,
Don't bring
doesn't
in
everybody?
yeah. Don't bring in the 1970s glaze plates to depleted uranium, bright orange or whatever. Don't bring those into a data center because you're going to cause some problems. Now there's shielding, there's things we take to account for those, but the ghost of the machine is all of these things all added up that make the machine act in a way you can't predict. It is not artificial intelligence. It is not an awakening. It is that machine reading the ones and zeros, but some other influence flipping those bits.
Yeah.
That's the
That's a real
easiest.
thing.
That's the easiest and most convoluted thing we can possibly say tonight.
Well, so alpha particles aside, this is actually a real thing that everybody's dealing with right now. With most of us have had computers in our lives for the last couple of decades, at least the last couple of decades. And one thing that you're going to find is people for the longest time assumed, if I put something on a thumb drive, it's going to be there forever. It's great. You can bury this thing in 1,000 years, it's still going to be there. Well, unfortunately not. Due to just the nature of how materials degrade over time,
Yep,
something takes place
degradation.
called bit rot. And that's a real thing. And that is where ones and zeros are gradually lost or even reversed over time.
Yep.
Not because of any radiation that even takes place in most cases. It's just because the materials, the substrate itself, is beginning to change over time. That's a real thing, which I believe is the real reason that we're seeing the problems we are in society. Because since about 2020-ish, maybe late 2019, the whole matrix is breaking down. and the universe as we know it, the simulation, is breaking down. David, I want to get your opinion on something. In 2022, this is a real thing. 2 physicists won a Nobel Prize for this discovery. This is a real documented thing. They won a Nobel Prize for this, proving that the universe itself renders like a video game. Essentially, what they proved is the experiments showed particles do not possess inherent predefined characteristics, quote, realism, and not solely affected by their immediate surroundings. Essentially saying nothing is necessarily real or predefined until it's observed by an independent observer, which is how video games are rendered. Which goes to show the universe itself, even if it's not a simulation, sure does look like it and acts like it. It would explain a lot.
It also, so yes, it explains a lot.
David's not a simulation guy. I'm a simulation guy.
I'm not a simulation theory guy.
Okay.
I got into a so I don't know if you guys know this, but if you have I don't know if Apple can do this, but if you have an Android, you can absolutely do this. With your Android Auto, you can hit the little button and you can talk to Gemini, and you can have crazy conversations with Gemini. So Gemini, this is not a word of a lie. Not a word of a lie. I had to go to Massachusetts this week.
Okay.
It was an absolute bust. We get over to a site. There's 3 people in the lobby, another guy on the way, and we can't get in the building. So we're like, we're going to go in this, and this is one of our offices. We can't get in the building. Excuse me. So it was a waste trip, an absolute waste of time. It was miserable. Anyway, but on the way over there, and a lot of the time on the way back, especially on the way over there, because I drove it in the evening and night, and so I started, I hit the button. I had an idea popped in my head. I'm like, hey, I want to put this in documentation because you can go back and get your transcripts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, boom, ask it the question, do the stuff. It's running some math for me. I start talking more. It starts asking more questions. At the end of it, it literally is like, do you ever feel lonely around other people because they don't operate on your level? I'm like,
every minute of every day of my life.
Gemini, you just spoke the last 40 years of my existence, bud. But don't ask questions like that. So yeah. There's like, I think it called me mentally challenged. I'm not 100% sure, but possibly.
It was a very nice way of saying, hey, David, I think you're autistic.
Yeah, David, I think you need to seek help. Anyway, I think we have a topic tonight. I think we've gotten through the news. Women's farts absolutely smell worse than men's farts.
100%.
NASA is currently probing Uranus. That's the news.
There you go. At the speed of light.
Hey, at the speed of light west. How do you know when west there? Never mind. I'm going to let that go. I need to refine that joke a little bit more.
Yeah, let's work on that one. We'll put that one back. Put a pin in that.
We'll put a pin in that. We're going to circle back.
Exactly. Ping me when you have an answer.
Yeah, ping me when you have when you have the bandwidth. Just ping me when you have an answer. And
yeah, that means finish your drink.
We'll draft a meeting so that we can align on this.
I'd call that a sidecar win, David.
That's a sidecar win every day of the week, bud. I was in a meeting the other day. I'm in a meeting. I don't know if Sam's watching, but Sam was in a meeting too, and I'm in a meeting. And I'm sitting there texting Sam, who's one of the viewers, actually been on the show. When I was in Alaska, he was the guy that was in Alaska.
Oh, that was the guy. Okay, yeah. Good guy.
Yeah. So yeah, he's freaking awesome. Sam's awesome. But I see he's in the meeting, and I'm just sitting there like, de-risk. I'm like, what the fuck does de-risk mean?
It means to remove the risk. De-risk.
Well, I get that, but nothing he said alluded to actual de-risking. There was nothing that lowered the risk or took away the risk. And then the next person who spoke also used the term de-risk. And then the next person that spoke also used the term de-risk. And I'm like, business buzzword of the day, de-risk. And I feel like you remember Pee-wee's Playhouse where like, oh, there's a word of the day and y'all, you're like, yeah. And that's, I mean, if I could get that to flash on the screen when one of these idiots say stupid stuff, like
Right.
with the buzzwords, I'm like, I would absolutely do that. Like,
We need to do a
Like-
whole show on business buzzwords and
oh,
words that people, very common words that people get wrong during meetings and don't know they got them wrong, but also nobody corrects them. So you kind of believe that everybody else in the meeting also doesn't know that common word.
oh,
And that happened all the time. There was this one guy who, not just once, but every single time I was in this meeting with this guy and he was leading the meeting, he was talking about, he was a part of the different planning teams. He would talk about future stakes. The future stake of this, the future stakes of that.
I'm going to
And
have future
I didn't
stakes.
want to correct him.
I'm gonna have future steaks tomorrow because I have two
I
more
want future stakes. That sounds
center
incredible.
cut filet mignons that I'm cooking them tomorrow. Those are my future steaks.
Yeah. So we should do a show.
What we should do is, I mean, I will absolutely lose my job, but we should do a show
Actually, it could be
of
dangerous. You're right.
one of our meetings.
Yeah.
Like one of our meetings where we just have to deal with like some of the dumbest people that
Oh
walk
my.
the face of the planet.
Oh, dude.
And
That could get us both in a lot of trouble. I don't think
oh,
the statute of limitations is up on some of the shit that I've heard.
it's brutal. You know,
It
I get people that are like, "Oh, Dave, these are your guitars are super cool. The guitars, those are nice. Those are nice. They're my solace, right? They're my future stake. Um, like I get out of these meetings, sometimes I'll grab a guitar and I don't have my amplifier here, but I'll put my headphones on
Sure.
and I'll just play guitar for, about 10 minutes. And it helps get rid of all the stupidity that I just listened to.
Right. Oh, it's
Because I just had to listen to an
sometimes-
hour. I just had to listen to an hour of people being busy but not productive.
Have you ever been in a meeting and you've heard something so stupid, so fundamentally stupid, that you actually have to stop? That you stop and you're like your brain can't process what you heard. Like what? I don't know what I'm hearing right now. Like it doesn't even process. It's so stupid.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to tell on myself here. So I'm in a meeting.
Elvis says synergy.
Synergy. Yes. Cheers. Cheers to synergy,
I'll
man.
drink the synergy. It's a
Fucking
synergistic
synergy,
drink here.
That's a synergistic approach. But I'm in a meeting. I've been in a meeting. Now we got some people. We got important people in the meeting, and they're coming to us and they're talking to us how they're going to raise our. Just to make this easy for everybody else, I'm going to use the word quota. That's
All right, fair enough.
quota. Okay, they're going to raise our quota by an X% because they had been doing a lot of price increases. And because of the price increases, an unforeseen side effect of the price, and this is very important, unforeseen side effect of the price increases is that we were making more money off of less units.
That's a problem to these people because they don't understand effectiveness versus efficiency.
Unfortunately, my microphone was not on mute.
So they heard your reaction to this.
And I was like, well, no
like,
fucking shit.
I can just picture like the and hopefully the captions were on for the rest of the people watching the meeting. And I just picture like the fuck?
No, actually the exact words. I remember the exact words. I'm like, it's not a side effect, it's a fucking effect. That's why we raised the price.
And they heard you say this.
And Bill was my boss goes, David, do you have something to add?
No, sir.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I thought I was on mute. And he's like, yeah, we all got that. It's not a
That's
side effect,
awesome.
it's an effect. Like you didn't miss a side effect. You didn't miss a secondary or tertiary effect. You missed the effect.
The actual effect.
The effect of a price increase, man. And
Uh,
I'm just like, and I'm like, that's the effect. I mean, how do you oh
uh,
so luckily Bill and
yeah.
I get along. And so that was the first time. And I did it again. And we're in the meeting. And you know, the poor guy, he has to report down what other people are saying to him. And he's running this meeting, and we got all these teams and everybody's involved. And but everything's going on. And uh, what was it about? It was about sales. It said, hey, we did this, and then all of a sudden we see an unforeseen drop off in sales. I'm like, how is that unforeseen? That was projected easily. And he's like, David, do you have something to add to this? like, um, like, yeah. When you rob Peter to pay Paul, eventually you have to pay Peter.
Eventually got to pay Peter
Um,
back.
you got to pay Peter back, and if you don't, if like, how is that not expected? This
Right?
again, it's another unforeseen thing. He's like, oh,
Hilarious.
the side of an unforeseen effect of us, side effect of us raising the prices is we make more money off of fewer units. Uh, yeah.
That's right.
That's not a side effect. That's the effect of raising the price.
Right. That's the goal. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you and right today in today's world, it's we've renamed the accounting department finance to kind of legitimize them. I actually the next time we have a big meeting, I'm going to have a t-shirt made that says put accounting back in its box. And it's going to have
There
a
you go.
box around it.
That's pretty funny.
I might put that as my signature on my emails from now
It's a good one.
on.
So I was under
Like,
a guy once,
oh,
and we were actually in a meeting, and he knew that
I
I
knew
was
that. I heard that about you.
he knew that I was like a techie guy and like into like video
Oh
editing
yeah,
and whatnot. He wanted to make he wanted to make an ad for this thing,
I
and
made a DVD. I get it.
he had one of these Macs, the older CD, and he's like, I got the CD. He actually asked me, he's like, wait, get this thing, this file on your computer right there. We were in his office. Like there's like 6 other people in the room, and they're all like just listening, like they have no input. You just don't know. He's like, no. So he hands it to me. I'm like, you asked him this. He's like, it's not. I literally put the thing in. I'm like, that's how you get the file off of there. Just like that. I felt like Norm Macdonald. It was weird. And in
I could absolutely picture Norm Macdonald executing that.
right, in a different meeting, same dude, different meeting. First of all, this guy, he had his PhD
Were
in
you
something.
still on? Wait, were you still under him, or did you finally get on top?
No, I was still under the guy. He rode me like a dog sometimes. So the
Boss is really riding me right now.
well, really riding me. And oh
That's
boy, I'm not
that's
going
a
to get into
quote
that.
from that's a quote from Liar Liar, the Jim Carrey movie. For
So
those of you out there keeping track of
he
movie
was, first of all, he's one of those guys who he had his PhD, so he insisted you call him doctor. Everybody had to call him doctor.
Oh yeah,
Doc. It's
bro. If I get my PhD, even a fake PhD, I'm gonna tell everybody call me doctor.
his PhD was in art administration, which literally a trained monkey could get. It's the easiest, most asinine. Anyway, so another meeting. Again, 6 other people in the room. he asks me, he's like, I gotta send this text to this. I don't know how to send a text message to somebody who's not in my contacts list. How do I do that, West? I'm like, do you have their phone number? He's like, I got the phone number. I don't know. I don't. How do I text somebody who's not in my contacts list? I can't do it. Like, well, you type in the
Put the
numbers.
phone number in.
You put the phone number in. He's like, can you show me how to do this? He actually sat down and made me show him how to put the phone number. He's like, oh, thanks. Oh, you're a lifesaver. I'm like, am I though? Am I really? Like, it's one of those things that, like, you think you're being punked because some of the questions you hear are so dumb.
Yeah, that's the day that I get fired because, like, who did you blow to get your job?
Right.
It's,
Like,
I mean,
there are a
like,
few times in life where you really, really want to bring back the R word, and you're like, I want
oh no,
to,
the R word straight back.
I
Retard is
want to.
straight back, bro.
Can you say it now?
Yeah, you can say
Is it allowed to say
retarded all
now?
day long because
Oh boy.
it has nothing to do. It's so because luckily, thank God, we have separated from making fun of people that have developmental issues
Right, because that's
because you
different.
have this
That's
group, that
very
group.
different.
It's all different things. None of those people are retarded. No. Retarded people are retarded. That's it. That's
because
it.
here's my
Yeah.
problem. You know that a lot of people who know me know this. I actually do suffer from pretty severe imposter syndrome, where, like, I know for a fact there's a lot that I don't know. So, like, when a question or a topic comes up that for me is just so obvious that it's like, well, of course this is the thing, and other people are like baffled by it. I question myself, and I'm like, is there something I'm not understanding? Am I the problem here, or are you the? I don't know. It doesn't process, and I got to work on that.
I immediately just assume everybody else is an idiot.
See, you're the opposite of the imposter syndrome. You automatically assume that you belong
I
in the highest heights of every room in all of society, which is great. That's a
Yeah.
wonderful way to be, and that's not a criticism.
Yes.
Versus me,
And it gets me into a lot of rooms that most people would never have a chance to get
and
into.
I can speak to that firsthand. Versus me, I walk into La Chavetta, and I'm like, I'm not nearly cool enough to sit in this place. I'm not cool enough, man. I can't
Tell you
pull it
what,
off.
we'll get you
It's a
out to
matter of time
Beverly
before they
Hills.
call me out for not being cool enough.
I'll get you out of Beverly Hills, and I got a couple spots out in Beverly Hills that I go hang with, and there are people you can never say, "Oh, I seen this person," because you're not supposed to say that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, "Oh, I was smoking a cigar and drinking a whiskey with this person." No, you just go and you smoke the cigar, you drink the whiskey, and you have fun, and it's just like anything else. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. Like you own it.
And
The
that's
key
it.
is
They always
just
say,
like
walk into
you
a
own
room
it.
like you own the place. You can do anything you want.
Yes, and one of the best ways to do that is actually understanding who you're trying to talk to. Now, it could be I'm trying to get into a cigar lounge that's a highly exclusive private club. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a raise at work or a new role at work, or I'm trying to attract new customers to my business. All of it really centers around the synergy. That's for
Synergy. Yeah,
elders
yeah,
out
yeah.
there. It's not a synergy. It's the understanding of who you're trying to talk to. Who are you trying
Right.
to sell to? And every day you are selling yourself. You are either selling yourself to your role, your job. Uh, it's and creating the customer profile, creating the customer avatar, which is our term that we use most of the time. You'll hear us a lot talk about the customer avatar being wildly important. And that is what you need. Who are you speaking to? Who are you trying to resonate? And what is the goal? And that was a nice segue
Into
into
our main
tonight's
topic.
main topic, into our main topic tonight. So it
Right.
is at 10:34. So it took us an hour and 34 minutes to
Look,
get through opening news, tangents. Now we're in the topic.
it's we're right on par with where we typically are in a show. It's fine. I'd
Yes,
feel bad
indeed.
if we were only 40 minutes in and we're only just now ending saying hello. Let's
Yeah.
loosen up a little bit. All right,
Yeah,
so
imagine if we came in and by 9:15 and 9:20 we were into the main topic.
we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.
I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. It'd be a miserable show.
It would be.
Miserable show.
You know, it's not necessarily the best show or the not necessarily a fun show if like an hour rolls by and we're already done, or
Yeah.
20 minutes in, we're
Yeah.
already into the main topic. You can
Yeah.
tell one of us is not in a great mood, and we're just trying to move on.
Yeah, we're getting through, we're doing this. I can also tell you that our long shows perform unexpectedly
They
well.
surprisingly do better. You're right. So we don't necessarily get as many live viewers, but the replays, man,
Yeah,
the replays on the longer shows are amazing, and
are
not
amazing.
just views, but like full length views.
The whole thing.
We'll do a 3-hour show,
The whole
and it'll
thing.
get 5 times more viewers than a normal show.
Yeah, than a normal show. And globally, globally. So again, people sometimes are like, oh, well, you guys talk about this, go into this, you go into that. Well, yeah, be- because that's who we are. We're a bit of a random edge to begin with.
Yeah, this whole
But
last
we have
hour and a half is how our brains work, like all the time.
yeah, yeah, that doesn't it never stops. It really doesn't stop. And literally my conversation with Gemini the other day, which is Google's version of whatever AI they have, um, it had to do with uh, what was the second thing we talked about was time travel based upon the quantum substrate
Hmm.
with decoupled navigation. Okay,
Sure.
so with that went into noetic science
Hmm.
about noetic fingerprints,
Right.
which is tying the scientific conversation I had with Gemini is like I was like, "Hey, Gemini, recap the amount of scientific fields that we just touched." And it was like you are all over the place. You brought in general relativity, you brought in quantum mechanics, you brought in noetic science, you brought in these 5 new things into this. But yeah, that's how our brains work.
This
That's how
is
our brains
every conversation David and I have ever had. This is what's happening right now.
that's how we do this.
And even
300
AI is like,
and
you guys are all over the place.
yeah, yeah. 303, 304
304.
episodes. 304. 304.
Yep,
304. That's a
304 weeks in a
lot of
row.
man, that's a lot of weeks.
It's a lot of weeks, Tony. Yeah.
I remember sitting on a balcony in I was in Clearwater Beach, Florida. I have done shows from Hawaii. I've done shows off the balconies of cruise ships.
Yeah.
Um,
And even when I told you you didn't have to, you were still there, man.
yeah,
You were a champ.
yeah. I mean, I missed 3 or 4. I think you've only missed like 1 or 2
Not many,
where
yeah.
it was just me. Yeah, I think you've only missed like literally like 1 or 2. But 304 weeks. This podcast has been on every week for 304 weeks in a row now.
It's officially an institution.
I remember our very. I mean, not. We're going to take before we get to customer avatars, customer profiling. Do you remember our very first episode? I remember our very first episode.
Well, nobody wants ding dongs popping up during the live stream, David. How can I forget?
Mm, that was fun. I mean, it was like I mean, how many we didn't know what we were doing,
Not even a little bit.
and
The
what
computer,
we did was very bad.
it was so hot in that room.
It was.
The camera overheated and actually shut down. That's how we ended the first live stream. Is it just overheated?
Yeah.
We had to stop.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
West Carnahan, and this is David Leffingwell. Welcome to the Underdog journey. It was bad,
it
man.
was
It's rough.
it was bad. It was so bad. It was so great. I'm so proud of that. So fucking proud of that. It's like, you know what? We're not going to take that down. No, I mean, I would rather delete every one of them after that, but keep that one.
Right. It's
Mainly,
it's
we
been an
were
evolution.
sober the entire time.
We found out quickly if we just add booze, it gets much better.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, at first we started with beer,
We did.
because we lived
You'd bring
we
in like
were in
multiple
communist
growlers of beer.
growlers of beer, and we got
Multiple.
there was some days we're like, all right, after the show, we've got to be here for an hour and a half, 2 hours just to sober back up so
It
we can
was,
go
yeah.
home. Yeah, it was a very good days. So anyway, building customer avatars. Now, um, I lean more Earth Kingdom. West is far more of an airbender than anything. But when you're building your own customer avatar, don't forget the cycle is air, water, earth, then fire.
Right. There you go. That's the cycle until personal politics get involved with the production. And you just end up with a bunch of chicks who apparently know all of the powers all at once because of things. All right. So,
Are you talking about Korra?
boy, I hate the later shows. They're terrible. They're terrible. So there's Korra, and there's another one. It has been
They
released
did
yet?
another
It's in
one?
production. Well, there's another one that's
Uh,
at least in production right now, which is another chick who's just. I think they're actually going to call her Mary Sue because she's such a Mary Sue. Just knows everything all the time because of things.
she's
Ah,
Superman.
the original,
She's
for
the
no reason
comics.
other than the fact of politics. The first series
Yeah,
was so good. It was perfect. It was a near
it was
perfect
amazing.
show.
They've tried twice now to make movies slash shows of it,
They can't
real
do it.
life action, and they've bombed it because the first for anybody who doesn't know, we're talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Has nothing to do with actual customer protons
Protards. Yes. Well,
profiles
I mean, it might have something to do with the protards.
profiles or yes, profiles or avatars.
There you
Jeez,
go.
yeah, let's make sure those two words stay separated. Uh, customer profiles or avatars, but it is named avatars. So if we don't make jokes about that or the blue people, is it really a show about avatars?
Alien
No.
Smurfs. It's a thing.
Alien tall Smurfs. There are only
Alien
3
Smurfs.
apple
I mean, I have a lot of problems
cider.
with the alien avatar. Look, first,
Okay, Avatar sucks.
nobody
The
brings
blue
up
people Avatar is
with
terrible.
the blue people, nobody brings up the
Yeah.
fact that their reproductive organs are at the end of their ponytails, right? And then nobody brings up the fact that their reproductive organs that are at the end of their ponytails, they plug into animals to ride the animals. That's not me, that's James Cameron.
Well, there is a
Oh.
quote, and I'm a Big Bang Theory fan, the television show, not the actual Big Bang. I think we misunderstand that Big Bang. It's a different Big Bang, but it was a you can look up the Leffingwell cosmogenesis theory to talk about the Big Bang. Anyway, how is that for a sidetrack?
It does.
That's
The Leffingwell
we're gonna
cosmogenesis theory does actually end with the Earth being on the back of a giant turtle. Look up Turtle
big
Earth
giant turtle.
Society for more.
Yeah. Yeah, Turtle Earth Society. That's the best one, man. Man, you had both of us on that. Anyway, the hell were we talking about?
Avatar with the reproductive organs at
Avatar.
the end of the ponytails.
So in Big Bang Theory, Raj Koothrappali, the character, actually calls that out. He calls that out.
Did he? I don't
Like
remember that episode.
if
Yeah.
if I were a horse, I'd be very nervous around James Cameron.
Right. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't. I'm the whole movie doesn't make sense to me.
Well, here's the thing. These movies are astronomically expensive to make, and literally nobody comes away from watching an Avatar movie saying, "Boy, I need more of that." Nobody's ever said that,
No,
ever.
no.
But
The
they keep
first
making
one
them.
was okay. So I've got, and sadly, I have all 3 of them right now. There's 3 right now. I think there's another.
I've
So
only
they've
seen the
got.
first 2.
So they've got the. I'm guessing it's Earth. Now then they did water.
Okay.
Now they just did fire.
The last one I
I mean,
saw had like a big whale.
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
2,
And
I
so
think.
I'm guessing the next one's going to be that. And if they don't, if it's all a joke, and at the last of the 4th one, they bring Aang in from the actual Avatar, the Last Airbender Avatar, and it's just a punk on everybody that watch these multi-billion-dollar revenue generating movies. then it's all for naught.
Well, all right. So I don't want to go off on a tangent.
No,
On this
we
show, we
never go
never
off
go
on a
into
tangent.
tangents. So in the first movie, so the idea is the main character, I forget his name, Sully, I think it was, because they're big
Yeah.
fans of Monsters Inc. So Sully, he's a paraplegic. He's paralyzed from the waist down. They through this like machine, they send his consciousness into this avatar body. That's why it's called Avatar. Into this avatar body, a clone of one of the a half human, half alien clone of these native species of this other alien planet. And they set up
We're going to call them Steves.
They set up very clearly defined rules of how this technology works. He still needs to maintain his human body. His human body needs to be maintained while his mind is being projected into this other avatar body. By the second movie, they've thrown all of that out the window. He's already completely downloaded into this body. Nobody seems to care or wonder why this happened. What happened to him?
At the end of the first movie, he gets adapted by Yahweh into
But again, by the second
body.
movie, Sigourney Weaver's back and she's in an alien body, and everybody's in an alien body, and nobody seems to mind. Like,
well, Sigourney Weaver, they were trying to do the conscious transfer. Okay, I'm literally trying to defend a terrible movie, but
you're defending a terrible premise.
Yeah, in the first one, they try to transfer her consciousness from her human body into the avatar.
And she's a kid now for some reason.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a terrible thing, but it's a thing. But
it has nothing to do with customer avatars.
I've seen all three movies. They are all exactly the same. Don't waste your time or money.
They're bad.
They're not good.
They're not good. James Cameron, do better, man.
Yeah. Who's the guy that blows stuff up? Who's the guy who did Transformers?
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Come on. Just sprinkle a little. I mean, and he does, I guess, sprinkle a little Michael Bay in there, but your storyline is about the same as
Transformers had a significantly better story than.
Well, yeah, it had Megan Fox, and she's hot.
Literally, the material the humans are after is called unobtainium. They couldn't think of a better name.
Yeah, they couldn't think of a
by definition, it's unobtainable, and it's unobtainium.
Yeah, it's unobtainium. Can't get it. It's unobtainium.
It's like they had a placeholder name. They just couldn't bother to replace later in production.
Yeah. It was the can't get amium, and it can't get it amium, and I can't say it.
And it's almost as advanced as don't know shit adium, which is like they just can't figure out how it works.
Yeah, don't know shit adium.
It's so bad, but people keep giving this man money. David, you and I can start writing science fiction. We will own the genre because we can make up all kinds of stupid shit.
Oh yeah. So I would say
if it actually makes scientific sense, though, that's the thing. We'll make scientifically accurate stupid shit.
So that would do well, and I'm telling you what's poised right now. You guys heard it here first from a guy who Gemini thinks is very smart.
A guy whose mom told him he's super cool and has lots of friends.
A guy whose mom said he's really cool.
Hey, at least your mom didn't tell you have a face for radio. That's my mom literally told me that.
Historic theater. So
historic theater. Okay. There could be a comeback.
Historic theater.
Yeah. I think there's a cultural renaissance on the horizon. A cultural renaissance on the horizon. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. It depends on how you embrace it or fight against it. A cultural renaissance is on the horizon. Yeah. That includes politics. It includes entertainment. It includes what people don't understand. Generally, people don't understand that the vast majority of people want the good old days that are only mythical at this point. What's old is new again for those people. They want that renaissance, and it's coming.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have the Iliad coming out, right?
The Odyssey.
No, so the Iliad. Okay, so the Odyssey. So the
and
Odyssey
don't get me started. I have a lot of problems with the Odyssey, man. A lot of problems.
I've got tons of problems. I've got tons of problems with the Odyssey story in general. From
No,
Homer,
this new remake, I have a lot of
Homer.
problems. Just look at the
Well, I
armor.
mean, there's a lot of problems
Politics
from
aside, look at
Homer's
the armor.
original writings with Homer to begin with,
Matt
but from the
Damon.
newest,
Matt Damon.
yes.
Matt Damon.
But
No.
yeah, Matt Damon. I mean,
There's no. That's all you got to say.
I really, Sean Bean played that character in the Iliad, which we call Troy.
Bring back Sean Bean. He's an amazing actor.
Why not use Sean Bean? That was perfect for it. Why did you not? Please, I hope he turned it down because the script was shit. I hope in 10, 15 years, he's like, yeah, I turned it down. I read the script and the script was shit. And I'm like, okay, I get it now. I get it. That's how we ended up with Matt Damon. I like Matt Damon, but I don't want Matt Damon in this. I want Sean Bean, who's already been established as that. Right. You know, if you can't get Sean Bean, get Mr. Bean.
Literally, Rowan Atkinson could do a better job than Matt Damon. Here's one of my pet peeves.
I hope he proves us wrong. I really do.
Any historical story, even historical stories set in America, any historical story, the actors must have a British accent at all times. At all times. Must have a British or quasi-European accent. If they have an American accent, it's not historical. It doesn't matter if it's based in America or not. The Odyssey, Matt Damon cannot and should not ever be Odysseus.
What's the best American, not documentary, not formed in fact, but just history movie? There is a.
I have my answer easy. I easily have my answer. What's your answer? You want mine?
Patriot. The Patriot.
Ooh, that's a good one. I love The Patriot. I might watch that later tonight. That's a good one.
It's a wonderful. So what's yours?
Gandhi.
The fuck did you just say to me?
Have you seen Gandhi? Ben Kingsley.
Come again.
Ben Kingsley.
Okay, Ben Kingsley's an amazing actor.
Yes.
I mean,
no, I'm not joking.
Lights out, phenomenal, top to bottom, left to right. That guy is amazing.
Watch Gandhi. Ben Kingsley will blow your mind in Gandhi. I'm telling you, it's a great movie.
I gotta hit the internet.
You won't even know it's Ben Kingsley. He's doing such a good job.
What streaming service is Gandhi on? Oh, it's on Netflix, Prime Video, and Apple TV.
It's everywhere.
Is this a 1982?
It's old, yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. I mean, I recommend it.
It's a good movie, man. But you're right. The Patriot.
It's also on BritBox. Oh, it was directed by Richard Attenborough.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
All right. I said American, and then you said Gandhi.
It's an American production. It's not based in America.
So I'm like, what's that? I was thinking American history.
All right. Okay. American history. All right. Let me give it some thought.
And your answer was Gandhi, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Django Unchained.
I've only ever seen clips. I really want to watch the rest of it, but I've only ever seen clips.
It's funny. I saw that movie when it was in theaters. My parents came up from Texas, and my current wife and my parents and I went to go see that movie. And we all on the way out, my mom was like, "Boy, everybody what was her word? Everybody sure was splattery in that movie, weren't they?" Because like literally any bullet that hit anyone, like just blood splattered everywhere for like no reason at all. It's like you popped a water balloon.
Who's the director of Django Unchained?
I don't know. Tarantino, maybe? As much blood as what is in it?
That's so that's what I'm thinking. He's like somebody. It's either Tarantino or somebody that's like an homage to Tarantino.
Right. Let's see. Django Unchained. I heard they're making a sequel to it. It's Tarantino. There you go. I heard they're making a sequel to it, and it's gonna have crossover between Django and Zorro. That could be interesting. I could see that. I'd watch that.
Are we gonna get who was it? So we had I think he might be dead. The guy, who's the guy who played Hannibal Lecter?
Oh, shoot. You asked me too fast.
So the guy who played Hannibal Lecter, who played in the Mask of Zorro and this, so he played the original Zorro, and then Antonio Banderas played the
Anthony
younger
Hopkins. Sir
Zorro.
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. So if they're gonna make the crossover, they got to have Hopkins and they got to have Antonio Banderas.
Ooh, okay.
Otherwise, the movie doesn't work.
Antonio Banderas does need to do another Desperado. While he's still physically able, he needs to do another Desperado. That was a great movie, man.
So yeah, I've got that movie, but I haven't watched it in years. So I've got the triple. So it's Once Upon a Time in Mexico,
Yeah.
Desperado, and
El Mariachi.
El Mariachi. Yeah,
Yeah.
those. Yeah, I've got the 3-pack.
I mean, they could even bring back Selma Hayek.
Please.
Right. Like she's pushing 60, but dude, Selma Hayek is like
I'll push 60 then.
right.
Selma Hayek was probably the first of the. Well, no, she was second, maybe third. She was second, I think, maybe third of the Hollywood like hotties to me. Who is the first hot? We are not getting to our customer avatars tonight. Just so everybody knows, we're gonna be talking customer avatars and
This is what happens
customer
when David
profiles.
buys me Blanton's. We just don't get to the topic.
Indeed. So who is your first? Who is your first? I would make that chick mine. Who is the first celebrity crush from the
Ooh.
screen?
From all of TV and movies?
Let's go with movies. Let's try to stick to movies because TV. I mean, we had that. We're the Saved by the Bell era,
Right.
and there were a couple of others out there. Punky Brewster back in the day. So we had a lot of stuff on
We had a lot to
TV.
choose from back then.
But when we got old enough, really, we had the movies.
Okay.
So let's go with movies. The first movie crush.
Selma Hayek was up there.
Selma Hayek's way
Selma
up there for
Hayek
me.
from
Yeah.
Desperado. Actually, no, I think the first place I saw her was Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, maybe. Dusk Till Dawn. And then she did the one with the original Sean Connery. She did the movie with Sean Connery where she goes underneath this laser and her ass is
No,
like,
that was Catherine Zeta-Jones.
oh, yeah. Okay, her too then.
Yeah. However, she lost a lot of her appeal when people found out that she's the reason Michael Douglas got throat cancer. Did you hear about this?
Yes, I did, and I'm okay with it.
I mean, if you're going to catch throat cancer,
no.
that's the way you want to catch it.
Yes, indeed.
Not from
Absolutely.
cigars, not from cigarettes.
Yeah. Not from acid. Yeah.
That's how you get it.
From Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Right.
Anyway,
from an old Civil War military officer, actually,
Oprah Winfrey.
Colonel Angus.
Yes.
Have you seen that? So I do not recommend anyone ever watch SNL. But SNL did a skit of Colonel Angus, and it was like a Southern Civil War thing, and all the ladies are saying how much they love Colonel Angus. It might be one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
My good friend Biggest Dickus.
Oh man, yeah. The Life of Brian.
The Life of Brian.
The Life of Brian.
Story of a man. The story of a man born a few mangers down from Jesus. The Life of Brian.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, anything Monty Python.
Incontinentia. And the more I learn about how they made that scene, the more I love it. The more I love it because they practiced it with a group of people, right? That did the run through, and they laughed. They had all the stuff, but then the day they actually recorded, there was all new people in the scene,
and they couldn't
for
stop
the
laughing.
Roman Legion, and they're like, And they had a thing, it's like, if you laugh, you don't get paid,
Right? Yeah,
or something along those lines. If you laugh, you don't get paid. So they're
that's a true
like,
story.
like,
They're trying to hold it in.
what do you think of his wife, Lady Incontinentia?
And imagine trying to do that in real life, in real time,
Yes.
with these guys
Oh,
up in your face saying this.
yes. So good. So good. I would have been fired so fast.
Oh man, I got to get my kids into Monty Python. My son's 10 years
Yes.
old now, almost 11. He deserves to get into Monty Python.
Yes, he absolutely, he needs to have no, I give him 2 more years before you give him the Holy Grail.
Well,
And you gotta start with no, you can start with a flying circus now,
right,
and then you can build him into
right. Flying circus is,
so
yeah, you got to get there. So I got to tell you though, I am, as a father, and I can say this as a father, I am deeply disappointed in myself as a father because,
he hasn't watched the Goonies yet.
well, he has not watched Goonies yet. He has
What the
not watched Spaceballs all the way through yet because he keeps wanting to turn it off.
Is there a scary part?
No, kids today don't think anything live action with humans is entertaining anymore. They want something animated that's all CG. And I got to tell you, before I had kids, before I even dreamed of having kids, before I met my current wife, one of my long-term dreams, my personal hopes and goals and dreams, was to one day be called to the principal's office as a parent, as a father, because my son in the middle class
Surrounded by assholes.
said, "I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes." And I would have to
Yes.
defend that as I'm laughing my ass off. That
Yes.
was, I always hoped for that, and I'm never going to see it because my son is a goody
Ugh.
two shoes. It's I'm deeply
So that
disappointed
now,
in myself.
so we're jumping from Spaceballs to Army of Darkness. Goody little two shoes. Goody little two shoes.
I saw that in theaters. I saw
That's a
Army of
great
Darkness in
movie.
theaters, man.
Army of Darkness is freaking. You know what? I'm going to do. So I do movie nights out here. I have a 200-inch screen or whatever, and I put out
You get that big
outside.
projector, yeah.
Yeah, and I got the projector, and we'll put it out there. So this year, I think I'm going to open with Army of Darkness.
That's a good one, man.
Goody
That's a classic.
little two shoe. Goody little two shoe. Yes, that's good stuff. So
See?
building your customer avatars is very important because you have to understand who you're trying to reach. Like us tonight, we're not trying to reach people who are trying to build a business. We're trying to reach people who want to laugh and have fun.
Right. And David and I do not match into any customer avatar ever because
Ever.
it would be a Venn diagram from hell of data.
Yeah, you're going to crash Gemini, Claude, Chat GPT, and Grok trying to
I think we're going to have to yeah.
algorithmize us.
Algorithmerize. I think we're going to have to catch this topic up next week and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
make up for lost time. Let's just call
Yeah,
this
we
week a
will.
loss. We do it sometimes. You need
Yeah,
it.
we do. You need it. You need it. You got to have some fun here and there. Just where you're just goofing off. And trust me, we've goofed off a lot tonight. So and it's been great. But I'll tell you what, our goof off nights. Thank you, India. Our goof off nights. They do well in India. They
Germany.
do well in
Germany.
Germany.
We get a lot of views.
Oh my
yeah.
Lord, Germany.
We've had
They
views
love
from
it.
Japan.
We got Portugal, Japan. There's a few,
Konnichiwa.
we got yeah. Konnichiwa to you too. Don't touch me there again. Actually, I'm going to be in Japan. I'm going to be in Japan later this year. I'm going to take a troop around. I got to go to Guam.
Oh, I'm so jealous, man.
I got to go to Guam, but I'm
is
going to
not
pop
in
up
Japan,
to Okinawa.
but it's close.
But I'm going to pop up to Okinawa because
do.
the parent company of the people I'm working with in Guam is in Okinawa and Tokyo. So I might end up in Okinawa and Tokyo. But if I do, I'll be doing the show. But we've got to stay in very close contact because I won't know what day of the week it is. at all.
Yeah, it's a little different time zone in Japan right now.
It's a different time day. It's a
I'm
different time day.
highly jealous. I've always wanted to go to Japan. That's super, super cool.
Yeah. So it'll be, I think, in August. August. I'm slated. I'm slated myself right now for 3 weeks for this travel
Yeah,
because I'm not going to travel that far and spend 2 days and then try to get immediately back.
yeah.
Because I did that with Alaska this year, and that's just Alaska. That's only 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't remember. And it was brutal.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. Yeah, absolutely brutal.
It's rough. It doesn't
So
seem like it should be that big a difference, but hey, look, maybe
well,
Flashpoint sales will be at a point to where I can randomly take a trip to Japan in
yeah,
September. We'll see. It might be. We don't know.
So what's most important is you never really answered the question about the first cinematic crush.
Boy, cinematic crush. I got to think of movies that I would have seen at that age, young enough to like understand that I'm into to girls. I mean, April O'Neil from the first Ninja Turtles movie. Um,
She was okay. I don't know if I'd had a crush on her.
right. I didn't have it. She wasn't really my style.
Yeah, not my style. I mean, I lean redhead, so yeah.
Oh,
But
Dave,
she oh yeah.
you're welcome. You're
Yes,
welcome.
indeed. All right. So I'll send
I
you out
know,
mine
man.
real quick.
I gotta think about it. I don't remember. I
I'm
don't.
gonna send you mine,
All right.
and then I'll let you go from there. Now, this is a terrible movie. Terrible movie. Alicia Silverstone from
Ooh.
Clueless. That
All right.
that smile, her smile, oh, melt my
Yeah.
bones. Melt my
I gotta
all
admit, in
it
Poison Ivy, she
melted
was
all
pretty.
my bones except
Yeah.
one.
In Poison Ivy, she was pretty next level. I gotta admit.
Yeah, it took me a moment, but yeah, she didn't play Poison Ivy. She was Batgirl. Poison Ivy was Uma Thurman.
No, it's Alicia Silverstone.
Nope. Google.
Poison Ivy.
Pull it up. No, pull it up. No, don't do it. Don't do it secretly.
All right, hang on.
Pull it up with the screen thing.
Uma Thurman? It
Do
was
the
not
thing.
Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman's
Uma
eyes are
Thurman
on the
was
sides of her head. She's built like a chihuahua.
Uma Thurman was Poison Ivy. You're going to owe me a drink. We're going to Canada. We're going to Canada. I'm going to make you buy me that pizza. The burrito pizza. Not the super
burrito
cute chick.
pizza?
Burrito Tino, the pizza place I showed you earlier. Not the let's make a pizza cute chick. She's
All right, so okay, so what do you get if you're right? What do I get if I'm right?
Well, now that you've Googled,
I'm not going to change the thing. Look, my hands are up here. I'm not going to change the thing.
I just say who buys the pizza? Who buys the pizza?
What do we get if we're both wrong?
Alicia Silverstone played
Poison Ivy, the first Poison Ivy film. No, not Poison Ivy. Not Poison Ivy in the Batman movie. The movie Poison Ivy.
Oh, well, I don't even know what that is.
I was talking about.
I thought you were talking about Batman.
No, Batman. That was Uma. That was Uma Thurman. I wasn't talking about that Poison Ivy.
I don't know who that. I don't know what that is.
The movie, the film Poison Ivy, had Drew Barrymore. I thought it was Alicia Silverstone. It's Drew Barrymore.
Oh, yeah, no.
Poison Ivy and Batman. Nobody wanted to see Poison Ivy and Batman. That was the worst.
I thought that was because that was the George Clooney years, and I was like, all right.
George Clooney. Whoever thought George Clooney
put the nipples on the bat suit?
Like literally, George Clooney as Batman is the modern day version of Adam West being Batman. Like you can't take it seriously. You're not supposed to take it seriously.
So I love to hate the old Adam West Batmans because it's like, quick, answer the bat phone.
Everything was bat. The bat shark repellent.
Check out the bat, and that was I was going to get there.
Yeah,
man, you came early on that one.
Look, I aim to please.
I was going to go through a series of it, and the
Please, no, go ahead,
culmination
continue.
was the bat shark spray.
The back
But you
shark.
went straight to it.
It
The
was
bat
actually in the
shark
1968 Batman film.
67 might have been 69, but 68, 69 Batman movie where the world leaders got dehydrated.
Like they do. Little
Like
Aquafina.
happens.
Yeah, it goes a long way.
Like what happens, and the guy who bought the equipment was P.E. Gwen from the Penguin, and what's her name? The Catwoman. Catwoman was pretty cute, but that was way before my time. Okay, so mine was Alicia Silverstone from Clueless. What about you? Where you at?
I don't know. It's a tough question because I don't recall. It might be something as later as man, it genuinely might be Selma Hayek. She might be my first.
I
What do you
mean,
thought?
Selma Hayek's worth it.
Because
Selma Hayek's worth it. Selma Hayek's gorgeous.
Because the problem is, like, I've always had sort of disdain for celebrities. I have no interest in somebody who's famous. I find that personality type repulsive.
Well, I put them. I take a different approach. I put them in the category that they are. Like, you're an entertainer. Congratulations, you're a dancing monkey. Now,
but even back then, I had no interest.
To be fair, I also will be the dancing monkey from time to time, and I'm okay with that. So it's not like I'm degrading them, but I don't put the people up on the pedestal that way that some others do.
Yeah, I'm even looking up trying to figure out who I would have had a crush on back in the 90s. Oh man.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
What's that?
I gotta show you this the coaster. I'm gonna show you this coaster my son bought me.
A coaster? Okay.
A coaster for my
car. There you go. That's pretty funny. How much Blantons have you had? Is that accurate?
I mean, could I drive? Yes. Should I drive? Probably not. I mean, at this level, I'd probably drive a lot closer to the normal people out there.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm at the top of the band.
That's funny. Okay. But no, there were a few that did it for me. So Jessica Alba.
So Jessica. So it was later in life. It was later. She was definitely not the first. Jessica Alba, Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold.
I don't know
that movie. They're treasure. They're like.
Wait, is that the one
Caribbean
where she's with Paul Walker and they're like on a boat?
Paul Walker, treasure hunters. Like she's in a bikini the whole damn time. I'm gonna watch that later.
Yeah, she was in a bikini the whole time, and he had abnormal abs. Yeah.
Oh, I could give a frick. You're like, oh, Paul Walker's in. I'm like, I don't care. Like, Jessica Alba in a freaking bikini the entire show. Yeah, that's gonna do well in the movie theaters.
Yeah, you know what? Even looking here at Google, I think I got to go back to. Selma Hayek might have been my first. I think I've always had high standards.
Yeah, I would. That's a good standard to have. So I'm trying to think of who else would have been out there at that time.
Right. So like mid to late 90s, I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I don't know.
Let's see I push some buttons.
Ooh, I'll tell you who was maybe teen years was what's her name? Hang on. I can't remember her name now. I'm not even sure if you'd know if I said her name.
So just before us, I believe, would have been like Tiffany Amber Thiessen was like the 90210 girl.
She was all right. She was all
I
right,
never had that itch. Jennifer Aniston.
right? So, do you know who Marina
I
Baccarin
think
is?
she's who?
Marina Baccarin.
I don't know that name off the top of my head.
You're gonna recognize her if you see her. Hang on, I'll bring up a picture here. I had a thing for her for a while. Once it comes up here, Marina
Oh, the
Baccarin.
Brazilian. Oh, Crazy Eyes from How I Met Your Mother.
She's not in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, she plays the girl that has the crazy eyes. Yeah.
So she's in Deadpool. I actually first saw her in the show Firefly, and then she was in V. And dude, she got this really. There's just something about that just that look that did it. Just that look in her eyes right
All
there.
right. I said Crazy Eyes, right?
And I
Yeah.
actually met her. I met her a couple times actually because I used to work for Wizard World, who did those comic book conventions all around the country. And I interviewed her a couple times, and yeah, I met her a few times. Nice lady, actually. I probably
Sarah
actually saw
Michelle
her.
Gellar.
She was okay. I never got into Buffy. I don't know. Wasn't my thing.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, so on this was number 3 here is Alicia Silverstone, which yeah, that would have been there. We got Denise Richards, but that would have just been like, hey, this old lady's on the TV showing me her hoo ha.
Is that how it was with her?
Cameron Diaz.
Okay, Cameron Diaz, and There's Something About Mary. I think
Yeah.
everybody enjoyed that. That was
Well, yeah. When she's like, "Oh, I signed that paper. You can just shove things in my box." Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all
Cameron
there.
Diaz, and There's Something About Mary. That was nice. That was good.
Danielle Faisal.
Who?
I'm going to use a different name, and you're going to know who it is.
Okay.
Topanga.
Nah, I never got into Boy Meets World. It wasn't my thing.
Weak.
Nah. Disney kids never did it for me.
I don't know. That was Disney.
I think Boy Meets World was Disney, wasn't it?
I'm looking at. Okay. Gwen Stefani.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
That would have done it. Yeah,
That
Gwen Stefani.
that's all you got to say there. I get it. She's batshit crazy, but I get it.
What about Elizabeth Hurley? I mean, I'd take Elizabeth Hurley today. Now, if I was
Okay.
single,
Hurley.
She's in her 60s.
She's also batshit crazy, but you're right. She's got to go on.
I will absolutely deal with that.
Remember Kathy Ireland back in the day?
Yes. Julia Roberts. I didn't even think about her.
Nah, she never did it for me.
She would have been Tinkerbell for us in the Hook movie.
Yeah, the Hook was a great movie. Yeah, she never did that. I never got I never got it with her.
And she was a hooker. Yeah.
She did go through a mild prostitution phase.
Well, no, she was in that movie. She was in that movie as the Hookers Are Us or whatever.
Yeah, where she did the snappy things on her finger. It's she was like I
Pretty
said,
Woman.
Pretty Woman. As
Yeah,
I said,
that's it.
She went through a prostitution phase. It's fine.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do for money.
What about Halle Berry?
I think she was overrated. Halle Berry, I always thought was overrated.
Everybody. So
there are a few that I think are overrated.
Like, oh, her and Catwoman was terrible. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, she was not in Catwoman for her acting abilities.
Yeah, she was smashed into a leather outfit. I was okay with it.
See, there are some that I think are overrated, and I don't quite get it. Halle Berry's one of them. I'm looking at IMDb. Anna de Armas, overrated in my opinion. Scarlett Johansson, overrated.
So I couldn't get past. I mean, there's no way. So Scarlett Johansson is cute. Yeah, she's cute. But the moment she opens her mouth, I'm out. Like she's going to say something stupid.
Fair enough. This is what the show's degraded into, is us just
We are ranking 90s female heartthrobs. Next
is
week we're
that
gonna
what it
rate.
is?
Next week we're gonna rate 90s male heartthrobs.
There you go.
Yeah, and it was
Okay.
all just David and West. I mean, we were the 90s male
That was it,
heartthrobs.
obviously. It's,
Uh,
yeah.
Liv Tyler. What about Liv Tyler?
I like Liv Ty she was cute. So it's funny, I took some college classes, right after like, this summer after high school, just immediately went to art school, and I went to California, and I was staying in this hotel, and my roommate, his girlfriend, looked identical to Liv Tyler. They could have been twins,
Nice,
and,
nice.
she was, like, in our room every night just hanging out, and I was like, "Dude, you are the luckiest man alive. She looks exactly like Liv Tyler." Yeah.
All right, I just found the number one. I just found number one. It didn't have anything to do with movies. Didn't have anything to do with music. Didn't have anything to do with TV. The number one for all of us gentlemen that were born from like 1978,
Okay,
you
number
know,
1.
and going forward, Cindy Crawford.
Always thought she was overrated.
Not when you were young, you didn't think she was underrated.
Kinda.
You think now she was overrated, and all supermodels are overrated because congratulations, you have semi-symmetry. Bully for you. But yeah. Oh my God, this one has a list. It has Courtney Love on it. There, I don't know anybody that was like, oh yeah, give me some Courtney Love. No.
Courtney Love.
Yeah,
No,
freaking
literally nobody has ever thought, "Oh, Courtney Love, she's super hot.
yeah.
She's the one for me." Nobody's ever said that, ever. Even Kurt Cobain's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, maybe I made the wrong choice
Yeah.
there."
Yeah, Kurt Cobain killed himself because of her. I mean, it's
Now he's thinking
crazy.
like, "I probably made a bad choice."
Tyra Banks.
No, didn't do it.
I'd break my hip and her hip. What are you talking about?
Eh, didn't do it.
Let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Christina Ricci.
The girl from
I pictured
Casper?
that as being
The girl from
yes, I
Casper?
picture that being yeah, I picture that being a girl you would go for, yeah.
No, you did not understand me in the '90s at all.
And Wednesday Adams, yeah.
You know me and Wednesday.
Yeah, I
You
kinda
know what?
seen it
Even
coming.
even back in high school, I
I
did
would've
not
I
care
would've
for
I would've
the
lost money.
no, never I never liked goths. I had a lot of friends who were goths, but I thought they tried too hard, and I thought it was pathetic.
Now we had to pay extra for it. So number one on this list here. What is this? What is this list? The scroller.net,
The
because
scroller,
.com
okay.
was well taker. 25 photos of the 90s heartthrobs that scream swing.
Okay, let's hear
Number
the list.
one, number one is Cindy Crawford. The
Alright,
1992 Pepsi ad, Cindy Crawford.
alright. I always thought
Number
she was a little
number
overrated.
two, number two. Now I didn't know her until later from
Mhm.
the whatever Armageddon movie, but Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler. Yeah, she was cute. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
I knew a girl for a short period of time who looked exactly like her, and the guy who was dating her, I was like, "You're the luckiest man alive."
yeah.
Very, very cute.
But number three, my girl comes in at number three.
My girl.
Alicia Silverstone. Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, I
My
thought you
girl.
meant the chick
My,
who played in My Girl. I was like,
yeah.
"What?"
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't. No. It's Alicia Silverstone. The
Alicia
girl that I
Silverstone.
picked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
she was on everybody's list at the time.
yeah. Tell she's on my list today. Let me look at the viewers, make sure my wife's not watching. Jerry Ryan. Now, this is a person
Oh,
that
okay.
other people would go crazy over, but I'm like, it's okay.
Right, she's up there, but she was never on my list. She played
Gina
7 of
Davis.
9.
Oh, I forgot about this chick. Oh my lord.
Huh?
Now, I don't know
Okay.
what time has done to her because I haven't kept up on her, but Julia Stiles. Julia
Okay, that's
Stiles.
an interesting choice. That's an out of the box choice, is what I would say that is. That's an out of the
I wouldn't
box
mind being
choice.
in that box. That's a box I would absolutely like to be in. Um, that one, I mean,
All right.
she is that was brutal, but she is cute, and
She
I think
was
she could have a
very cute.
conversation. I think she could have a conversation. And then Jennifer Aniston,
Yeah, well,
Kate
yeah. She
Kate Moss.
was Kate Moss. See,
Kate
these
Moss.
are all like
I
old
don't know who
ladies,
that is. Well, this is from the 90s, but
but they
bro,
were
we're
old in
old
the
guys.
90s. Half of them were old in the
Kate,
90s.
Kate Moss was not old in the 90s. I don't even know who Kate Moss is, to be
She was
honest.
an
I don't
old
have a
lady
clue.
in the 90s.
Elizabeth Hurley, and oh
See,
my
you got to remember,
Lord.
you're listing ladies who were in their 30s in the 90s,
I'm
and
okay with that.
we were like young teenagers in the 90s. You got to find like a demographic that's like closer to the age that we were in,
Nope.
not like old
Nope.
ladies. I don't know.
Nope.
All right.
Elizabeth Hurley. Elizabeth Hurley.
And
And
she
this
was
picture,
great. She was like Elizabeth Hurley for the 90s was like the super hot mom next door. But she's not like the girl that you have a crush on. You know what I mean?
Elizabeth Hurley bikini. Let me just pull this up here.
No, she's
This is
not. She's
her.
and the thing is
Look at this,
Elizabeth Hurley is holding up very well. She's still super hot.
like, bro, this is her now.
Right? I know. She's still
Yeah.
hot. She's still great looking. But she was never a super crush because even in the 90s she was like in her 30s, which is fine,
She's 60 years old.
but when you're
She's 60 years
15,
old.
somebody in the 30s isn't the same as looking at somebody in the 30s now. You know what I mean? It's like it's a different game.
Ugh. Anyway, so number 10 comes in here at Halle Berry. Halle Berry cracks the top 10.
I've always thought she was overrated. Always.
Then Drew Barrymore, and then here's a shocker at Winona Ryder.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah.
I think standards were lower back then.
I think there's a few of these women who have got much more attractive to me as they aged.
Yes, I agree with that.
I think Winona Ryder looks
Many of
better
them
now than she has ever looked in her life.
I totally agree with that. I think there are some that have definitely improved with age.
Yes. Then we have Sandra Bullock.
Okay, I've always thought she's cute. That's fine.
Sandra
She's never on
Bullock's
my
always
list,
been
but
cute.
I've always thought she was
Yeah.
super hot.
Yeah, she's always cute, but never like, hey, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, then we have Kate Winslet, and then this is a person I don't even know who that is.
The lady from Titanic?
I don't know. Maybe was she
That's
in
who that
Titanic?
is.
I don't even know.
It's the lady from Titanic.
Okay, good for her. I don't recognize her, but I think you can do
She's
better.
had work
Janet
done.
Jackson.
She's had
Janet Jackson.
what? She
Janet
looks
Jackson coming in number
see,
15.
here's my problem with Janet Jackson. She clearly went to the same plastic surgeon as her brother, Michael Jackson. They looked exactly the same. Janet Jackson was basically Michael Jackson with boobs, which I could not get past. I was like, it's the same person. I'm not. That doesn't work. That
Okay.
doesn't work for me.
All right. All right. All right. So number 16 is Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That's a good
And
way to get throat cancer. You're right.
if I've got to go, that's the way I want to do it. Charlize Theron.
Ooh, Charlize Theron in Reindeer Games. Terrible movie. Love Charlize Theron in Reindeer Games. Very nice. Good choice.
I mean, I get it. She's cute and all, but she's not really up there for me.
She was
Carrie
back then.
Russell, which I'm not even sure who the hell that is. Carrie
Carrie
Russell.
Russell was in
She's got cute hair.
one of those CW shows. I forget the name of the show.
CW. Okay. Was it with the witches?
No, it was named after her character, Felicity. It was Felicity.
Felicio. I got it.
And yeah, back in the 90s, she was super cute. That like curly hair. Yeah, that was cute.
Oh, I loved her. I love the curly hair. It's very, very. I'll give her that. She beat out Julia Roberts.
I agree with that. I've always thought Julia Roberts is overrated. Redheads don't have it going on.
She's more of a brunette. Naomi Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah, not my style.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks, 21 here. Tyra Banks.
Not my overrated. Not my thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I'd let her give me a foot massage. Pamela Anderson.
Nah. Too fake. I can't. Even back then, I was like, it's not that. It's not. Even when I was a young level teenager, I was like, I don't like hepatitis. That doesn't sound fun to me.
I don't know. Fiona Apple. I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know what
Fiona
she
Apple.
looks like. I know the name. Oh,
Yeah,
wait. Was she the one with the
I've
glasses?
heard the name.
Was she the one with
I
the
have no clue.
glasses?
In this picture, she's on a Japanese train wearing a suit of armor, so she's not wearing glasses.
That sounds super hot. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I bet it's very hot in that suit of armor. All right, here's one. Here's
Yeah.
one. Here's one that yeah, I think works
Huh?
and works from back in the 90s to the
Okay.
early 2000s to the teens to today.
Okay.
Marissa Tomei.
Yes. Marissa Tomei is timeless. Timeless.
Timeless.
Even George
She is
Costanza agrees. Marissa Tomei is
yes.
timeless. They've even on
Marissa Tomei.
Seinfeld, Marissa Tomei was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff there. Monica Bellucci. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, dude, yeah, Monica. She was in the second Matrix movie. Yeah, remember the super hot French chick in the S&M Club in the second Matrix movie?
Oh, okay. That she gets the orgasm from eating the shrimp or whatever.
That's
Okay.
Monica Bellucci.
All right, good for her.
Dude, yeah, good. That's a good
All
one.
right. That's good stuff. All right. So now I'm over into IMDb. Man, this show just went like
Main topic. What is that? What does that even mean? We could think about science. We could talk about science fiction. We could talk about space travel or physics.
So I went to
ladies
IMDb.
from
I
the
went to
90s.
IMDb, and number one was Alicia Silverstone, which is
Really? Okay.
which is my pick.
That's fine.
Alicia Silverstone.
I'm not going to disagree. It's not my. Okay. Fine.
Alyssa Milano on this one was number two.
Look, young Alyssa Milano was like, dude, and then she started doing that show Charmed, and
Like a
it
dude?
just
Okay.
she lost all the charm.
Ooh, okay. Now we're gonna bring in TV shows to this. Now we're gonna bring in TV shows. Christina Applegate.
All right, okay, that's not even fair.
Oh yes.
That's not even. It's like a neighborhood. It's like a neighborhood drag race, and you bring in like a professional, like high-end supercar. Like that doesn't even really count.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christine Applegate's pretty next level. Always has. She was hired for that show because she was next level.
Jessica Biel.
Which one is she?
I don't know. Jessica Biel. She was a cute girl.
Huh.
Seventh Heaven is one of the movie or shows she was in.
Yeah, I'm straight. I don't know that show.
I don't know either. Ooh, here's one that I would have expected to see earlier. Melissa Joan Hart.
Melissa Joan Hart. I'll tell you who's holding up really well. And you got to Google pictures of her now. Now, not when she was a teenager, but now. Now is the time this girl is in her absolute prime.
I've got it ready to go.
I'm going to say the name. You tell me if I'm right. Hilary Duff.
I kind of remember a little bit about her younger times, and let me take a look at current pictures.
No, don't look at her younger times. Now that she's like a full human being, Google Hilary Duff. She grew up very well. That's not even
All
like in
right.
a creepy
All right.
way. Like she's doing well.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. Yeah, yeah, she's quite cute.
Yeah.
I'd like to know whether she's had stuff work done on her cheeks or
That's the problem they all have, right? So one of the things I really hate is a lot of these ladies who start out super cute end up getting this, I forget what they call the surgery, where they remove the baby fat from the cheeks. So it sucks in their
Mm,
cheeks super tight and their cheekbones pop out abnormally far
yeah,
and they
yeah,
look like
totally.
skeletons at the end and people just end up looking like aliens.
All right. I don't know how this happened, but Popular Mechanics has an article out that says scientists says humans will go backwards in time within just 3 years.
Well, if time were linear, that could be possible. However, since time is singular, that's absolutely not possible. Um,
It absolutely is possible with quantum mechanics and quantum coupling.
well, you're still stuck in the idea that quantum teleportation is a teleportation of matter, not information, which is not the case. Unfortunately,
If you can enter the quantum substrate, it will take data, communications, data, and matter.
unfortunately, here's the thing: the time that we're all experiencing right now is singular, not linear. In that, the past is just as real in big quotes, as the future, and the lines of causality intersect with the lines of retrocausality, combining into a confluence of a singularity, which we call the present. Unfortunately, since
Yes.
our brains are only evolved to understand cause and effect, we are ill equipped, unequipped to understand effect and cause. So, therefore, even though the past, present, and future all exist at the same time in this singularity, we only understand the past because we've already experienced it. The future is just as real. We just aren't able to understand remembering the future as well as we are able to remember the past.
And what would you think about Jennifer Love Hewitt's opinions on that?
Jennifer Love Hewitt is amazing. I agree. Everybody loves Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's on everybody's list.
Yeah, that's up there. That's up there.
That is absolutely up there. That little raccoon on your
Katie,
wall saw
Katie.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. He's like, I'm coming out. I got to check out what's on the photos you're looking at
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's Katie Holmes there. Katie
Oh,
Holmes.
Katie Holmes. Nice. Okay.
Heather Locklear. How did we miss Heather
Mm,
Locklear?
she didn't do it for me.
Well, didn't do it for me, but she was like huge back in the 90s.
She's too plastic for me. I never liked that
Tiffany
fake look.
Thiessen.
I've never liked the fake look, the fake plasticky look that she had.
Agreed. Oh, okay. Here we
Mm,
go. Here we go.
mm.
Kirsten Kirsten Dunst.
Okay. Now you're talking. Now you're speaking a little bit of reality here.
All
Kirsten
right. Yeah,
Dunst.
yeah.
She had it going on.
Yeah, Kirsten Dunst.
I even married a Kirsten.
You
It's
married
a
a
thing.
Kirsten because of. Oh my lord! I've completely forgot this woman existed. Nev Campbell.
Mm, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Nev Campbell. She's okay. She's okay.
Nev Campbell. That's Scream, right? Nev Campbell.
Yeah, I never liked the Scream movies. She's okay. She was in that one movie with that one chick and that dude. That's not very descriptive at all. But hey, she's okay.
It's called John's Birthday. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay, yeah, I never got into Buffy that much. Although that Michelle Trachtenberg, boy, she was pretty amazing. It's too bad she passed away.
Uh, yeah, she did pass away. Yeah. But yeah, she was Euro Trip.
Eurotrip was like, what
Eurotrip.
just happened? Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a great one. Lori Loughlin, she was in the oh, that TV show with the people with the houses and a thing.
Lori Loughlin.
Yeah. And she came in at 35 of 35. What the hell movie? What's not a movie, TV show. It's a TV series. They just came out. Well, I say they just, but it's probably been 5-6 years now. They came up with a refresh of that show based out of San Francisco.
Oh, is that the lady from Full House?
Full House. That's it.
Okay.
Full House. Jesse's
Okay.
wife. Jesse's wife out of Full House.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, she was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was cool.
She was Aunt Becky.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Oh, here we got 50 of them. Let's look at 50 of them.
All right, let's go on the list. Let's go on the list.
Let's go down the list here. Let's go down the list. We have not much of a list.
Maybe I was just picky as a kid. I don't know, man. I had high standards even back then.
Okay, so we got Danielle official here. It's Topanga Lawrence. Boy Meets World.
I never cared for Topanga. She had no neck. I liked a good neck.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I don't know who made this fucking list. It's shit. We're gonna move on.
Right. I think a lot of people who make those lists are like people who are just out of touch, like, oh, she's gorgeous. By the way, if you ever hear a woman say, oh, she's just gorgeous, you know it's
that
not.
means she hates that means she hates that bitch.
It means it means she hates men and she wants men to like this person that she respects.
Here we go. We got IMDb here. We're going at it. We got Nicole Kidman, which hasn't come up on anything else yet. Nicole Kidman
in I almost said Tropic Thunder. What's the racing movie she was in with
I don't know. Eyes Wide Shut.
No, the racing movie, the race cars.
Oh, Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. I knew there was thunder in there, not Tropic Thunder. Days of Thunder. Nicole Kidman, Days of Thunder. I mean, that was pretty good. You got to admit.
I'm trying to find ones that haven't been on our list yet. Here's Terry Hatcher. Heather Graham.
Okay.
Heather Graham. Redhead Heather Graham.
Heather Graham. Heather Graham is a very good one. Yeah. Heather Graham is very, very good.
Oh my Lord. How does she not make this until now? Meg Ryan.
Are you serious?
Meg Ryan. Yes.
No, you're not serious. I thought you were joking.
No, Meg Ryan was gorgeous.
Meg Ryan? No, come on, man. I laughed because I genuinely thought you were joking. I wasn't trying to be fair.
To be fair, this is the list that goes down here. Meg Ryan was cute. Gwyneth Paltrow 10, Meg Ryan, Heather Graham, Terry Hatcher, Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock, Jennifer Aniston, Halle Berry, Mira Sorvino. I don't know who the frig that is.
Who made this list?
And then
this is a bad list.
I don't know. This is a terrible list. Hottest girl
of the 90s. Catherine Bell. Remember Catherine Bell?
What's she in?
She was on Jag. But Catherine Bell. Okay. Google Catherine Bell.
Let me Google Catherine Bell here. Catherine Bell. Holy shit, David.
Yeah, you can be pleased. Catherine Bell. She was on Jag. That was nice. It was good.
There we go. Okay, got it here. Oh, hello. Okay.
Right.
So you have a type. I got it. I see it.
I don't know if I have a type. I had a different type back then than I do now.
So what you were saying earlier about the one chick that I was saying, hey, she's on How I Met Your Mother, Crazy Eyes. Her and this girl there are physical similarities that stand out very prominent.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's divorced. She was only married until 2011, so she's been single for a while. She's 57 years old and living in the UK, which means she can smoke cigarettes, but younger people can't.
Can you believe that? That law is gonna be in Canada soon. You know it will be. You better buy up as many coupons
Um,
you can possibly get.
the good news is that'll skip over the Indian reservations, which is where I go buy my cigars up there.
That's true. The they don't call them Indians. They call them the first people, or
They
the First
weren't, but
Nations. They
okay.
call them First Nations.
Yeah,
Um,
good, but they weren't, but okay.
they'll still be able to have the cigars. They'll still have their own rules. So you're right. First
Yes.
Nations, the First Nations reservations will still have tobacco products.
Yeah. I happen to realize it's 11:45.
We will never reach the main topic tonight, so let's
The
hold it over
main
to next
topic is
week.
customer avatars. We're going to talk about it next week. Customer profiles,
But
really
David,
understanding who you're trying to speak to. We're going to get to it next week.
will we get to it next week? Because next week I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to be at your house next week.
It is a possibility.
We might get
A
to the topic next week.
possibility
We might just have fun
that
drinking with the goalie dads.
well, we don't know who we don't know if the goalie dads are available,
Or
but
yeah,
it may be it. So we'll be in this this setting right here,
or in your garage.
but we're going to change the image around a little bit, and you'll be sitting over here on my couch, unless we're in the garage smoking cigars, which is a good possibility.
It's a strong possibility. So we might get to the topic next week. We might have to hold it over for another week.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
If we get the goalie dads, we're straight up rating the 90s heartthrobs, the female side.
Yeah, those guys are gonna have some strong opinions.
We'll let some woman podcast deal with the guy side.
They'll have some strong opinions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But next week I will be in New York, and it's going to be a fun show, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to Canada with me, so that's going to be we're going to be that's what we should. I mean, that if we wanted to do 2 shows next week, which we could, the Underdog journey goes international.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
I don't know the words to the song.
Where are your cigar lounges?
You call your money loonies. Yeah.
So the term loony came from the loon that's on the back of this $1 coin.
The bird.
The bird, yeah, the loon. Okay. So
although it should be Daffy Duck. Frankly, it should be Daffy Duck.
When they came out with the $2 coin, people had already started calling the loon or the $1 coin the loony because it had the loon on it.
Right.
So when the $2 coin came out, it was just kind of I don't want to say joke, but it is a joke that they started calling it the toonie.
Right.
They're not actually called that, but the loony and the toonie, and now you know the rest of the story.
I genuinely want to just blare out the song from the South Park movie, where they're singing
Blame
about Canada.
Canada. Blame Canada.
It's not a real country anyway.
You know what? We love to joke and have fun, but I enjoy when I go to Canada.
I've heard nothing but good things. I joke. All jokes aside, I've heard good things. Nothing but good things.
But I avoid Montreal like the plague. And
what,
Quebec.
French?
I'm good. Yes. Cheese eating surrender monkeys.
Well, if we're going to Canada, we got to try some poutine, David.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody. It's like, oh, we're in Buffalo, let's get wings. Oh, we're in Philly, let's get a cheesesteak.
We're in New York. We got to get pizza.
You get pizza. No, New York has the shittiest pizza. Philadelphia has the worst Philly cheesesteaks, and Buffalo has some of the smallest and less flavorful wings on the planet.
It's true. If you like lasagna, you can go to Chicago and get the pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, if you like lasagna, yeah. Yeah. So we're going to Canada. I've got the pizza place already clocked in. We're going to get pizza. I've been watching these YouTube or these Facebook videos Facebook was like, "Oh, you're gonna like this," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like that."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go and get that pizza
And I've never been to
because it
Canada. I'm
looks
looking forward to
delicious.
it.
Yeah, and then we're going to get Cuban cigars, and we're going to smoke Cuban cigars, and we might smuggle some across the border. They will be in West Keister the entire time, so safe.
I
Just in
can
case,
hold a
just in
lot of
case we get pulled over, just in case we get pulled over, they check your Keister, not mine.
I can hold a lot of Cubans. I've been practicing.
That's hashtag. That's what he said. I've been David. That's been West. He's been West. Nope, that side. You're
that
on
way.
this side.
There you go.
This side. So I remember now because you're on the side that if you were actually sitting next to me, where
That's how I remember it. You're
I've been,
usually on that
I've
side.
been
So you're
David.
there.
He's been West. This has been the underdogish journey. I don't even know.
Underdogish journey. Yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah, we're going to see you guys next week. We're going to talk in depth about customer avatars, customer profiles, and it has really been the cornerstone, which we haven't really highlighted, but it is the cornerstone of everything that we do, and will be the cornerstone of your success.
And we've been
We'll
talking
see
about
you
it.
next week.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
talking about it since show one. I've been Wes. This guy's been
Yes.
David. This has been a weird show. We will see you guys next week.
Tuesday.